y'all feeling this? I don't need clearance, I got my own dish. I don't know what's that shit. How's food doing? It's surviving. I was watching lights move, now I'm diving. Where the crazy at? Where they hiding? I got the doctor to make your life go enlightening. Now this could be a beautiful death. I'm jumping through dimensions, let go of the rest. This could be a beautiful death. Jumping up in our program, truth off my chest. Truth off my chest. You got the power to let the secrets go.
Something mean to it. Dropping truth bombs no one's ever seen. Do it free from the skeptics. Yeah, I bring truth to it. I guess every whistleblower needs theme music. No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the towers. You ain't peace in the sky, they ain't ours. And the truth frozen, and the secrets open, the decay moves in the shadow, here we rolling. Oh, everybody be rolling with some grace in the dark and some toxic coded. In this black budget world, we the ones chosen. So midnight cool lies, truth is exposing. Huh? Truth is exposing. This is way too real, I need a moment. Just count the disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the data showers. Till then, that the truth is out, as they say. Crazy above, secrets staying hidden, man. In the newscast, tell them Lula's got the last laugh. More specifically, Greer with flash drive. Five so big they make it past die. Jack Barron with deep dive, reverse engineering craft with a keen eye. I'm embodying characteristics of the mystic. He knows he's so veridic. I just need time to load my own thoughts. Storm mass my mind, but the vault's locked. My childlike wonder, my cosmic honest. Get drowned out by black ops and policy. Reality is catching up with me. My mind fights the veil of secrecy. With these briefings they entrusted to me. Looking down at my declassified deeds. Like no one should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm flipping off the cowards. Till then, that the truth is out. Cosmic prowlers, lost in majestic thoughts and CIA towers. They said we were the abomination of science fiction, but now I'm fat man, check the transmission. At the end of the day, I'm exposing this. You know damn well, y'all feeling this. I don't need your clearance, I got my own dish. I don't know how I trip, I know what's in that shit. How's the truth doing? It's surviving. I was watching lights move, now I'm diving. Where the crazy at? Where they hiding? I got the doctor to make your life so enlightening. Now this could be a beautiful death. I'm jumping through dimensions, letting go of the rest. This could be a beautiful death. Jumping out the program, truth off my chest. Truth off my chest. You got the power, let the secrets go. Something mean to it. Dropping truth bombs no one's ever seen. Do it free from the skeptics. Yeah, I bring
I just count the disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the dead showers. Till then, that the truth is out. And they say, grace above, secrets staying hidden, man. SNL and the newscast, telling the Lula's I don't got the last laugh. More specifically, Greer with the flash drive. Five so big that it can pass die. Jack Barrel with the deep dive, reverse engineering craft with a keen eye. I'm embodying characteristics of the mystic. He knows he's so veridic. I just need to tell along with my own thoughts. Start massing my mind with the false lock. My childlike wonder, my cosmic honesty gets drowned out by black ops and policy. Reality is catching up with me. My mind fights the veil of secrecy. With these briefings they entrusted to me. Looking down at the classified deeds like no one else should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm flipping off the cowards. Till then, that the truth is ours. Color cowls, cosmic prowlers, lost in majestic files and CIA towers. They said we were the abomination of science fiction, but now I'm fat man, check the transmission. And at the end of the day, I'm exposing it. You know damn well y'all feeling this. I don't need your clearance, I got my own dish. I don't have a trip, I know what's in that shit. How's the truth doing? It's surviving. I was watching life move, now I'm diving. Where the craze at? Where they hide it? I got the dice to make your life so enlightening. Now this could be a beautiful death. I'm jumping through dimensions, letting go of the rest. I'm letting go of the rest. This could be a beautiful death. Jumping out the program, truth on my chest. Truth on my chest. We got the power to let the secrets go.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it, dropping truth bombs no one's ever seen do it. Scream from the skeptics, yeah, I bring truth to it. I guess every whistleblower needs theme music. No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the towers. UAPs in the sky, they ain't ours. The system's broken, and the truth's frozen, and the secret's open. Deep state moves in the shadows, here we rollin'. What, everybody, we rollin' with some craze in the dark and some toxic coded. In this black budget world, we the ones chosen. So good night, cool lies, truth is exposing. Truth is exposing. This is way too real, I need a moment. No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off to the dead showers. Till then, that the truth is out. And they say, grace above, secrets staying hidden, man. SNL and the newscast, telling the Lula's I don't got the last laugh. More specifically, Greer with the flash drive. Five so big that it can pass die. Jack Barrel with the deep dive, reverse engineering craft with a keen eye. I'm embodying characteristics of the mystic. He knows he's so veridic. I just need to tell along with my own thoughts. Start massing my mind with the false lock. My childlike wonder, my cosmic honesty gets drowned out by black ops and policy. Reality is catching up with me. My mind fights the veil of secrecy. With these briefings they entrusted to me. Looking down at the classified deeds like no one else should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm flipping off the cowards. Till then, that the truth is ours. Color cowls, cosmic prowlers, lost in majestic files.
that shit.
What you know about rolling with the grays in the night? Stephen Greer dropping truth, exposing every light. Bob Lazar in the game, know what the craft can do. Anna Paulina in the house, grilling every crew. Eric Davis on the mic, talking for alien species. When the whistleblowers speak, governments fall to their knees. Sightings in the sky, better take another look. I feel like I'm floating in the cosmic truth. Ay. UFO news dropping now. Welcome to the proof.
The data, Eric Burtison. The data confirms their presence.
I hope everyone's doing good today. I appreciate the likes and the subscribe. I don't get some people. It's like you're using AI. I don't like AI. Bye. Do I even comment that? Just leave, bro. Don't even comment. No one cares. No one cares except you. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go here. Let's see here. You have Time New Roman. Good morning. How you doing? Pyramid 7. What is up, brother? Let's see who's here. We got I am Gloria. What's going on? Buttercup Mookie. What's going on? Anna. I am GB. What is going on? Amy Rebecca 1853. Man, the things are moving, streaming across here real fast. I appreciate you guys dropping by. We got some Instagram people. I was gonna say Instagram models. We got some Instagram models. How you guys doing? Guys are fantastic, very inspirational. We got some Twitter, well, X. How you guys doing over there? Awesome. And we got some Kick and Twitch. How are you guys doing over there? I was trying to post this match as fast as I can. I still got locations I need to post, but I figured we can talk multitask, right? As we do this right now. Hey Orion, how are you doing? Let's get into the latest and greatest. See what's going on with Anna Paulina, her post that said on X that is going to be 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and where is going to be the post located as far as the UFO drop.
It's on X right now. Her post just says 8 a.m. EST. That's the teaser she dropped this morning. The actual UFO UAP files are being released by the Department of War, formerly Defense, on their new site war.gov/ufo.log. That's where the first batch of documents, pilot reports, and possibly videos is landing today. Her requested videos are apparently coming in Drop B, the second batch, not this one. The Pentagon's rolling this stuff out gradually, so keep an eye on both her X and that war.gov/UFO page.
Alright, so you got a link here. Let me see what this is, man. It doesn't have a timestamp. I wish it does. It does say today. Oh, we got something, guys. We got something. Okay.
Looks like you pulled up the war.gov/UFO page, right? What are you seeing on it right now?
We got a file here. We got a file here. Holy cow. Let's go. Let's do this. Alright, sorry about no introduction here. Let me focus up. Let me focus up here. Man.
Take your time. I'm right here with you. What's the file name or title you're looking at?
Okay,
Read
so
me the first
let's
few...
see here. Relax, boo. I got this. FBI 62Q 83894 case file includes investigation records, eyewitness testimony, and public reports concerning unidentified flying objects and flying discs documented between June 1947 and July 1968. The records include high-profile incident encounters, photography, evidence from the site like Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and technical proposals regarding potential propulsion systems. Additional topics including convention programs, research accounts, and extensive media coverage from the period. This file is partially posted on the FBI Vault with more redirections and some pages missing, including here in the complete case file with several newly declassified pages on only minor redirections. So I'm going to download this on live here. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Let me
Got it. You're looking at the FBI 62Q 83894 UFO case file covering 1947 through 1968. This is one of the classic big ones. It includes Roswell era reports, pilot sightings, Oak Ridge incidents, and even some early propulsion tech discussions. This is the less redacted version they're releasing now, with some pages that were missing from the old FBI Vault release. Go ahead and download it. Once you've got it open...
Yeah, let's do this. Mrs. Levy J. Dow, Golfstown, New Hampshire, 03045. Dear Mrs. Dow, your letter of August 31st with enclosures has been received, and I appreciate the interest which prompted you to write. In a response to the inquiry, this bureau is strictly an investigation agency of federal government, and as such, neither makes evaluations nor draws conclusions as to the characteristics and interrogations of any organization, public or individual. I am sorry I cannot be of assistance to you. However, you may be sure your communications will be made matter of record. Let me get my other thing up here and loaded here. Make sure we got all. We're all. Hold on, guys. Gotta make sure my chat's up and operational on all platforms. It's a formality.
That letter's just a standard FBI brush-off. They're basically telling Mrs. Dowell, thanks for writing, but we don't investigate UFOs. We don't evaluate them, and we're not touching this. It's the same canned response they sent to hundreds of people back then. Nothing juicy there. It's pure bureaucratic, not our problem.
Hey, UFO anomaly in the house. Hold on, let me see here. And got a request.
Hey Naomi, you got the file open too? Skip past all the thanks for writing, we can't help you letters. Those are just filler. Tell me when you hit an actual sighting report or an agent's memo describing what somebody saw. That's when it gets interesting.
Let's see here. We got J.E. Hoover, FBI Director, Washington, D.C.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother. You're on live. You're on live.
Okay. I don't know if you know.
Hey, what page are you on? Is that a memo from...
What's up?
The documents have started dropping.
That's what I'm reading right now. That's what I'm reading right now.
Okay, because I can tell you that already the US military's website where all this stuff is posted is completely fucking crashed.
I'm live right now. I got it downloaded, bro.
That's fantastic, but the whole system has just melted. Matt's on a live on YouTube at the moment, UFOs around the world, Matt, and he's been trying to, he had everything up and he was flicking through all the photos and stuff, and then the whole system's gone down. It's just blank screens and white screens everywhere, so I don't know if it is just sheerly the amount and volume of people trying to access this information, or whether someone's just kind of quietly pulled the plug from the other side so people can't go looking. It's really good that you got this downloaded. So,
Yeah.
what are we looking at?
Right now is documentation. Right now, we are looking at the first batch of it that was downloaded today, the PDF files. So I'm going through right now. I am a member of the NACAP and am very much interested in UFO flying saucers. And several weeks ago, a fellow employee received a letter of business from Arizona with stamps on the back seat of enclosure. Being interested in UFOs, I asked for the stamp, sent $3. It's like a whole bunch of stuff here. Have received and reading posts and field doesn't be limited to the commission's operation of strike and back then. And my reason for writing this is that I considered myself a true American. I told my ancestors go back to GRGRGR, grandmother, great grandmother, who was Indian squawk. Yeah, he's testing his stupid letter. Okay. We got envelope images. We got basically newsletter of the time here, flying saucer convention, pretty kick ass. Basically everything. Wow, that's a freaking pretty cool image. Let me shrink the image here. I'm missing this right here. Here we go, guys. So this is pretty. So this is pretty interesting. Newsletter, right? Was it Anno Gomo Fly Saucer Club of America, Third National. We got news post. This is pretty kick ass. Tracked by radar. Yeah, they did drop with man, this is really incredible, this image, dude. See that?
Jesus.
That looks like a fucking tour bus, UFO tour bus.
How big is the actual file?
No, this one is only 184 pages. Not bad. UFO law in the house. Let me see.
Chips is here as well, I think, somewhere. Hold on, let me see if I can find him.
See who else is requesting. Let me go here.
I think you're in my Discord, aren't you? If you get the opportunity, could you send me this PDF so I can?
Finally.
Yay, Shiv!
Shiv.
Look,
Bro,
he's it.
there's a document that states the 1972 Gemini mission to the moon. The astronaut reported seeing a UFO on the moon, and there's documents from NASA finding them where there's pictures of like lights when they landed on the moon. And what the government have said now, they're gonna send it to NASA, and they've asked for the video because there's a video of this craft when they're on the moon, and they're gonna analyze it and release it to the public. But they feel it's a physical craft when they landed on the moon. So that's very interesting. And NASA said they got nothing. They've lied. Clearly, the government have had NASA UFO files with pictures of stuff on the moon, with documents of astronauts saying, I saw a UFO, blah, blah, blah. Very interesting, man. Look at these pictures. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's crazy, dude. That is pretty amazing. And I'm just started. I'm like on the 13th page. It's 184 pages.
I'm gonna look through all of them after tonight. But crack on, bro. I'll mute myself and I'll just listen to you because I'm walking.
Okay. Cool. So this looks like it's headliners and posters that have been basically come up.
Night, let's chips up.
I got you, Big Daddy. I got you.
Are you aware where our Shivs is? He's actually in Washington.
Oh yeah, nice.
So he's going to meet with Mr. Greer today. So it's a big day for Shiv.
Sweet, go
Buenos dias,
Shiz.
senors.
What is going on, brother? What is going on?
Big day for Shiv, big day for the UFO community, man. Well, big weekend, isn't it? I'm bloody excited.
I
Let's
know,
go,
right?
finally,
Holy
something.
shit. We are.
That fucking drop or UFOs and stuff. Yeah, I ain't seen it all, but the small things I've seen on X, there's really significant things there. Like it's not just reports; it's actually pictures, videos, and the government admitting that there's physical craft when they landed on the moon. And this is the first drop. There's many more drops coming.
Would you hazard to think that we might get some information about a particular species, like say reptiles or something like?
No,
They'll say yes, there's aliens, and they are ...
I think that's
Is
down
that
the
too
line.
much to hope for?
Next year, I reckon. Right now, I think they're just releasing files on what they have. But the autopsies, the specifics, they're not in the hands of the government. You know who has them. You know, but yeah, I think we'll get more detailed information in 2026. Well, it could be happening this year, you never know. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think a slow drip to start with and then just like a tap, they'll just keep turning it on further?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm fucking really excited, man, to go through the 17... How many documents are there? 72?
This one's 184 right now. I'm on page 13.
Fucking hell.
What's the website?
This one
Alien.gov.
is war.gov.
Oh, alien.gov. No shit, so they've dumped some stuff on there.
Well, this one's
let's go.
This was one of the dumps from war.gov. So maybe alien.gov is the one that crashed.
Holy shit, so that's on the alien.gov website, that background that you've got with those objects in the sky. Wow.
Unfortunately, the site's gone down. Thank God for Night downloading it, because you can't click on the link now on the group. I shared it, so hopefully they sort that out at some point.
Yeah. The other one will be Kyle, because I think he had his AI ready to scrape that website as soon as it went live.
Yeah.
So he's probably got all of it.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Holy shit. I think the page froze, dude. I can't even move. Come on, you mother effer.
Oh, is that a new video, is it?
Is this photos? Screenshots?
Wow, it looks like a silver orb or something, doesn't it? From some military surveillance camera.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to get the screen that I got here. Centering this. Screen's like blown up. Hey, if you guys are trying to look for the wider feed, I'm broadcasting on 11 different platforms. If you want the widescreen, you can go to my YouTube channel. It's on there as a widescreen and in the vertical. Also, if I get these platforms, it's across multiple platforms, dude. So I don't fuck around.
Big Daddy Knight's fucking caning it. It's awesome.
Right, dude?
You're blowing up, eh? It's so good.
We gets into it. Oh wow, helicopter.
So have you just been going through the images and the files that you've looked at so far? Is that?
Yeah, baby, we're doing it together, fresh. So this looks like a rendition. This looks like a an actual photo of FBI lab rendering graphics overlay depicting a corroborating eyewitness report from September 2023 of an apparently ellipsoid bronze metallic orb materialized out of a bright light in the sky, 130 to 195 feet in length, and disappeared instantaneous. So you guys realize this is a FBI that just did a rendition of an eye account. So keep you guys posted. Yo, the chat has blown the hell up, bro. I can't keep track of all these people. It is wild, man. This is extraordinary.
Well, I think the whole world's watching with holding their breath at the moment to see what all this information is. So you're it, man. Oh shit, is that the moon? Is that an Apollo era image?
That looks like it's on the moon. Archive imagery from Apollo 17 mission to the moon. Yellow box contains and an enlarged area of original photos which were light are visible above the lunar terrain. Let's go!
Holy shit. So they did see stuff on the moon.
Let me
and
see
they
if I
did
can
have to
just do
fucking
that.
shut up about it their entire lives. That must have been frustrating.
That is epic.
Whoa.
So everybody's going to act like that teacher that went into the moon that was gone. Bro, it's like going somewhere else. Real News TV. You're over there, buddy. You're over there. Come back. Come back. Everybody knows about the twins that survived and went to different careers and all this kind of crap. That's nothing new.
If NASA's lied about the images of like there, surely they've lied about a whole bunch of stuff that they know about the moon.
Crikey, probably a city up there, dude.
Night, how do these fucking lights work?
Say what?
Your fucking traffic lights in the USA, man. Almost got run over.
Green is go. That you don't want to walk on green. Red is stop. And yellow is slow down. Yellow slow down.
Yellow is speed up. Yellow speed up.
Don't say that.
I don't know. I'll probably listen to him and die then.
Don't do it. Don't do it, man.
Shiv, we're looking at a fucking crazy object on the moon, and you're worried about like traffic lights.
I almost just got run over.
Get the.
You don't want to jaywalk over there, eh? Because then you get arrested. Is that right? Is that illegal?
Yeah, it's a cavity search.
Okay.
They automatically give you a cavity search.
You're also traveling here? I'm only here till Sunday. I'm staying in a hotel not far away. I'm here for some UFO stuff. So some conference and stuff.
How was yesterday?
They sent me
on the border.
They sent me to them fucking interrogation people. Let me mute myself one minute. I'm live on TikTok.
That's what I was going to try to do.
I'm so jealous that Shiv's in Washington. Go Shiv.
He's over there, almost getting crashed. Okay. Unresolved UAP report. Middle East, May 22nd. Still from a video. U.S. military operation reports as future UAP flying across their screen. Hey, if Interstellar is still alive, or if he's not and couldn't get it up, send him a link. He's probably not seeing my my live stream.
I'll send him a link. You've got a question in the comments. What website is that?
This is war.gov UFO. This is where it dropped. Like the other one that people were mentioning is the alien.gov. I don't know if that one's crashed. I downloaded the PDF file immediately as soon as I got on here because it's wild. So, maybe. Is that it right there? Man, these guys are just.
Yeah, it just sent like a thingy.
Unresolved UAP reports Greece out October 2023. A U.S. military operation reports observing a UAP flying just above the surface of the ocean, taking multiple 90-degree turns at high speeds. Yeah, they're doing a lot of images, man. I'm sure the videos are going to be eventually posted, but they just did a whole bunch of pictures here. Yeah, that's pretty outstanding right there.
Wow, look at that. That's out of this world, isn't it?
Yeah. Let me, it is like, the chat has blown up on all platforms, man. I got like, crazy amount of people watching. Freaking out!
Nah, man, you're smooth as ice.
What
This is
happens
awesome.
I don't use it a lot, innit?
Okay. You can scan me or
Jesus! Jeez!
Oh, I love the moon stuff. This is fucking blowing my mind. Sorry, I'll stop swearing.
Alright, U.S.
Go, let's
military
take it down.
operation reports a UAP while operating with African airspace. What?
Oh.
Unresolved
Oh, so
UAP
that's-
report Africa 2025. This
Wow.
is recent. I
It's
don't
a, it's
see.
a Tetris piece.
Oh, is
It's
this the one with the
piece,
Tetris?
top right hand corner. Yeah, look at it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like a little limp thing, a little L shape in the top right.
Yeah.
Top right.
No, that's the shape of the frame. What the fuck is it then?
I'm Send me a text, I'm about.
Shiv's getting accosted by Americans because he's a fancy Brit.
Yeah.
I'm back now.
Has they touched you out there yet?
No, so
It's custom for them to touch your balls.
No, so there's people from China,
touch?
and they were with me on a plane from the UK, and I got off with them. I was with customs with them. I just met them. I just saw them now, so I just got the numbers. I might go for food with them tomorrow or Sunday. I don't know. Seems like good lads.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. Is this a new picture of the moon?
This one is Unresolved UAP Report, Africa 2025. A U.S. military operation report UAP while operating within African aerospace.
I think that's the wing at the top, isn't it? And then below you can see like a rivet.
Yeah, I just
It
don't
looks like the moon, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just looks like the moon. I would go live on Clapper,
Seeing where
but
the UAP is.
yeah, that's the problem.
Is it just above my box? By between the 8 and the little blue dot, there's something weird, like just hovering above the box there.
That's a letter N.
Oh, okay. Off and north, right? Gotcha.
Yeah, and then that's I think that's like the frame to the viewfinder, which is like an upside down Tetris piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If you scratch the chat, you might see a little bit more where the chat's ding donging.
Much as we love the comments, I think people are interested in using their eyeballs.
Can you zoom out a little bit? Just zoom out the picture.
Live 30 minutes and 47 seconds, 75,496.
I don't know. They gave you a little
What
robot
happened to
thing,
Orion?
dude.
It sounds like he's got a chest infection.
All right, so I think this is what you're talking about, the Tetris, the lock there. That's pretty wild.
Oh yeah.
Unresolved UAP report, Middle East 2020. The U.S. Air Force reports UAP in southern United States.
Is that not in the center of the crosshairs? Because there's like clearly an anomaly right there in the middle. If you zoom in on that, if it'll let you zoom in on that,
I don't know
maybe
why
you
it's
can
like...
see what's in the hole. Because there's definitely something in the hole.
Literally, my whole screen took a shit now. I zoomed. I did not know I could do that. Press window and zoom, and it zoomed everything. Let me look at the screens because I've literally... I don't know. Did you guys lose anything? Okay, we're good. Let's roll.
No, we're good.
You were right. It was in the crosshairs. Look at that.
There you go.
Whoa. This looks like a blimp or something.
Yeah, it looks like a blimp or a glob. That is wild, guys.
It's like a bizarre little space tadpole.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love tadpoles. I love them.
Careful, you might attract the wrong type of viewership.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Flying dildo. Space dildos.
U.S.
for you.
Indo-Pacific
Literally
Command
coming.
reports UAPs that resemble a football-shaped body near Japan.
Japan. Oh, interesting.
Our internet is down. News. Oh man.
Do you know what's
So
weird
what
about
is up with that? Is it this over there overseas that the news is down? Because there's another person. Steven said the same thing.
Yeah. There's a meltdown.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what was weird about that last UFO in the middle of the crosshairs was it literally looked like a metallurgic form, like an airborne piece of mercury, like floating, like misshape. Look at it. When you go in on that.
CJ's saying they blocked it. What? What is the U.S. doing,
Well, it might
bro?
just have crashed through because of too much traffic. Like it might be down. It's
Three or
just been
400
overloaded.
people come for a nosy. I mean, that's going to send any server over, innit, really?
Cosmic said no, it just crashed. I'm like, why am I still on here? These forms right here aren't I didn't download these. It's assholes like me downloading shit that's crashed the site. That's what it was. Fucking night. Downloading shit. Alright, so we got this one. This one's the U.S. Navy reports UAP in North America in 2026. So this is pretty wild. Thank you for the gifts, guys. You guys are tearing it up. Also, every time I go to every image, it looks like it gives you an audible talk too.
Presidential Unsealing and Reporting System for UAP Encounters, Pursue, 913, 38 degree 5215N, 77 degree 0318W Department of War Home News Spotlights about helpful, home, news spotlights about...
What the fuck are you doing?
That guy's got a nightmarish voice.
Dude, the site's going really slow, dude.
I can't even find the website for this stuff.
Alright, I'm gonna put it in the chat, alright? So...
Good idea.
Let's do that. There we go. And then I'm gonna pin it.
War.gov/UFO, okay.
And that it won't let me pin it, guys. I don't know why it won't let me pin it. That's wild.
Oh, we got feedback.
Yeah, that's weird. It won't let me pin the stupid comment.
Silver metallic was built by humans.
Wow.
Could be.
Yeah, we're having a lot of crazy stuff going on here, guys. But we're here. We're here to do it, right?
Yeah, I mean, this looks like it's the biggest single dump of photographic evidence surrounding this topic that we've had yet.
Almost definitely. FBI photo, infrared still image, black hot captured of unidentified object over western United States in December of 20. These are fucking recent, dude. That's the awesome part.
Yeah.
This one is also FBI photo A5 infrared still image black hot captured unidentified object over western United States in December of 2025. You see, we're not crazy, man. We were seeing this stuff, man.
So that's a thermal image, isn't it? So black meaning hot. So it's not cold. It's black, so it's hot. That's interesting as well. A hot orb. So could that be plasma, maybe?
That could be plasma. That's really insightful. Yeah. Here's another one. Same ordeal, but what it says is FBI photo B2 infrared still image black hot captured unidentified flying object western United States September of 2025. So these things are going crazy. Holly News, what's going on? Guardian, what's going on with the wings?
Oh, there's a U.S. Army camp here.
Yeah, there's a... Whoa, what just happened?
Interesting.
What did I just got kicked out for?
Wait, Knight, is it illegal to record soldiers in the public or no? What's the rules in the USA?
No, it's not illegal.
If you're in a public space, you can.
I'm going to record them.
You just can't touch them.
Especially not your shade. You get yourself in all sorts of fucking trouble.
Right?
No, but no, it's legal though, isn't it?
Don't go over there touching them, Chef.
Definitely not in your shade.
if you're going to touch them, just ask for permission.
Sorry. I don't want that.
Sorry. Alright, so this does appear like a helicopter up here.
Nice one, thank you.
Yep. And this look weird.
Blend in, Shiv.
Blend in, Shiv.
Blend in.
It's like UFO Christmas, isn't it? Holy moly.
They're really sketchy in Washington.
Yeah, FBI photo B18 infrared still image hot black captured unidentified object over western United States. Also another one in September 2025. And you got two items here. Boom, boom. They look like they're buddies. That's pretty cool. They typically come in groups, right? So that's pretty awesome.
Mm.
It's the same
Couple
ordeal.
of flying nutsacks, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're mating. I don't know.
It's
Holy moly.
It's like they took the worst of the photos in the pile and went breadcrumb moment. It does feel a little bit like that. I don't want to.
Yeah.
This is really exciting. It is exciting because you're getting some sort of validation of existence and them saying, "Yeah, this is legit." But you know, you kind of want something just a little bit more than a scratch on a negative.
Oh my god. You're right.
Yeah.
If you guys are over in X right now watching this, which I can see you guys, we got UFO Anomaly live here. We got Shiv live on the broadcast, and we got UFO Chips here on the broadcast, and all four of us are analyzing and breaking this down. If you guys are overseas, I guess you guys are having a problem with the load. That's what I'm hearing from a few people. I don't know how long that freeze or that stuck situation is gonna stay like that, but just keep trying. Keep trying. You guys are gonna get through. I'm sure you guys are gonna get through, because majority of these are just images. They're not videos, so it's probably just take a little bit, whatever, you know.
Keep refreshing.
All right, so this is a rendition, composite sketch. So we already looked at this, but if you guys are just in the live, this is FBI lab rendering of a graphic overlay depicting or corroborating eyewitness reports from September 2023 of an apparent ellipsoid bronze metallic object materialized out of a bright light in the sky, 130 to 190 feet in length, and disappeared instantaneous. So that's what that image is. If you guys can't see it, oh my goodness, I'm grabbing the wrong one.
Like a portal.
Yeah, let me see if I can just do this, because that, yeah, it's like a portal. All right. So
what are you surveilling, Shiv? You seem to be watching down the street there.
Yeah, he's using his military experience to just lock everything down.
All right, if you guys in the live, we just reported this is October 17th, 1972. Archive image of Apollo 17 mission to the moon. Yellow box contains a large area of original photos in which 3 lights are visible above the lunar terrain. Let me bring this across.
Holy guacamole.
Like, they did say that they were following the astronauts. There's multiple reports of that. If you guys are here on live, just make sure you share, follow, and like. Let's get this information out. This one right here, you can see right here. Of course, my fat head is covering it. Let me just bring this up. So it's right here. This incident is Dow UAP PR-19 unresolved UAP report, Middle East, May 2022. Still from a video that a U.S. military operation report as a feature UAP flying across their screen. That's pretty wild.
Mm.
All right, let me do
It's
this.
going fast.
We got, it looks like right here. Oh, damn. Bam. Here we go. The block. That's basically a detail of it. Open image and new tab. Let's see how I can break this down even better, because we're talking about the zoom effect, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there we go.
I
There we
UFO
go.
Lee is
There
about
we
to make a
go.
request.
There
I think UFO Lee is about to make a request.
I'll keep
as well.
my eye on the. Just run your live night. If anyone wants to come up, I'll let them up.
Kick ass. I appreciate it, brother. Do the operation. Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of notifications of people on Kick.
Hey, Lee.
This.
If you need another mod, you can add me as well.
Ooh, Daddy likes mods.
Hey, Lee.
Good afternoon, all. What a day. What a fine day.
Hey, what's going on? Mr. Lee in the house.
Afternoon, everybody. Hope you're well.
Hello, Lee. welcome.
Hey up, Jono. How are you going, mate?
Hello, Lee.
I'm okay, mate. I'm okay. I'm just kind of awash with confusion about what we're seeing. I mean, this is...
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
It's beginning. This is...
Yeah, it's beginning.
It's
just done a video on
a
it.
lot like Christmas.
Yeah, I've just done a video on it now because I've been over with Matty on his YouTube channel looking at this. The first thing to notice, like, is how many redactions there are. They've taken away all of the airspeed, all of the altitude, like anything that will allow you to do an inquiry and basically confirm the fact that it's nothing of human hands. Have been taken away. So just like the Epstein files, they've heavily redacted everything that could help you.
All right, so this one has Dow UAP PR34 unresolved UAP report, Greece, October 2023. A U.S. military operating report observing UAP flying just above the surface of the ocean, taking multiple 90-degree turns at high speeds. Now, this one right here, open it to new tab. You can zoom in. Yeah, that is.
That one's just like a little dot, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not much more than that. But I mean, if it's an interstellar dot, woohoo!
Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. What's here? We got Facebook, Demir, Solfio, Monando. I don't know. Yeah, the chat is exploding, bro. Exploding completely. It's pretty wild. Thank you for the likes and the love, guys. I appreciate it, man. Alright, so let's keep on going here.
Sexy. That was a good picture, that one.
Yeah, I don't like having some random delays here. Alright, so we were at this one. And then let's go to this other
your
one.
Mic, Shiv. Your mic's down. You keep talking.
I'm
and
going.
your mic's down.
We save my battery, so yeah, I'll probably go live later when I'm in the press club. Yeah.
Okay, buddy. We look forward to that. That's going to be brilliant. Highlight of today is Shiv's press club.
I'll try and get in the group as well if I can't. Then I'll go live. 100% I'll go live. If it ain't going to be live on YouTube, yeah.
Good luck with that one, Shiv. That's going to be amazing, buddy.
That's
Yeah, do
awesome,
it,
brother. Go for it, Shiv. Do
Alright.
it.
Yeah,
Keep your head down. Keep your head down. Stay away from the suits.
Exactly. And
That's it,
practice
baby.
your ducking and rolling and hiding behind vehicles if you have to.
Always. You know that. All right. I'll catch you in a bit, yeah?
All right. Catch
See
you
you, mate.
later, brother.
Cheers, man.
So that one is pretty wild. Shiv is a trip, man. He's out there doing it.
No,
awesome.
it's mad, isn't it? Fair play, though. Fair play to him. You
Hey,
know,
Richard,
this is
how
what
you
we
doing? Hello, sir. Extraordinary. Yeah, it is definitely, man. We are on the crisp of drops. So that's pretty awesome. A lot of people saying that the website has crashed. Let's do this again and let's get... Oh my goodness.
If anyone was wondering what Shiv's about to do, he's going to a Stephen Greer conference where Stephen's bringing a whole bunch of new whistleblowers up to discuss their stories. It's in Washington, and he'll be chucking that up live later. So not only have we got this dump of images, we've got a conference, and then just to top it all off, we've got Steven Spielberg's new film coming out all over the weekend, which is incredible.
Not to forget that Bob Lazar is releasing another guy's name who worked at S4 with him this evening.
Is he?
He is indeed.
Nice.
He's come out. It's on Area 52. Made that announcement yesterday. Bob Lazar, Friday night. New announcement, new name.
This is, again, I'm having to pinch myself at just like this. This is like the beginning of a new reality for everybody. Even the people that didn't believe in this shit to begin with. I mean, it's a huge admission. And I don't think it's really sunk in yet for me, like, just how significant this actually is. I know a lot of people kind of probably thought that the whole rush for disclosure and stuff, thought it was never going to happen. Well, You know, I kind of stayed optimistic, but I'm amazed, really. I know these aren't what I would call scintillating examples of like evidence. I think I've seen one series of photographs on one page. That was pretty cool. Where there's obviously a proper that one. I mean, like this information, I'm pretty sure I've seen one of those images before. But
Yeah, this one I downloaded.
the fact that it's actually the beginning of disclosure. It's
Yes, Reef.
It's
yes.
the watershed moment.
All
isn't it?
this is from the government, and the
Yeah.
files. All the data drop. War.gov is in this is an actual archive that you can download. It's 184 pages.
I mean, this is completely different. I mean, it's completely different to the reality that, like, when you're a kid and they say Santa Claus real, and then you eventually find out it's not. I mean, this is the polar opposite. We've been told entirely that it's not real, and you're all a bunch of tinfoil wearing, hat wearing morons, and now it's completely gone full circle. So it's either one of the most strategic plays by the US government as a mechanism for absolute distraction, but at the same time, I mean, it really does open the conversation about why. Why is this happening? Why is this so important? It can't just be about the money. There has to be a bigger picture in terms of, like, there's a reason that people are being prepared to accept this stuff.
It says flying saucers is that international? What's this? The Philadelphia division by letter dated 9/22/66 published the Los Angeles division with number 24 dated July 1966 entitled Flying Saucers International, which is it's hard to read, but
it is a little
what
bit.
is that about?
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. The Philadelphia division by letter date 9/22/1966 furnished the Los Angeles division with the issue of number 24 date July 1996 entitled The Flying Saucer International, which is the official journey of the American amalgamated sorry guys,
Amalgamated Flying Saucer Clubs?
Flying Saucer Club at a magazine from Mr. Jarvis H. Cooper. Cooper, I remember him. 401 North Broad Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, on 9/19/1966. Mr. Cooper stated that to subscribe to the magazine because his son has exhibited an interest in flying saucers in outer space, and he said that on the page 2 and 3 issued by number 24 was an article which he believes expanded the community's party CP line for the information of the Bureau of the International Headquarters of the Amalgamation, Flying Saucer Club of California.
Amalgamated.
All right, I'm just going to tell you to say it every time we get to that word. The article, page 2, 3, and allegedly written by... That's Mecco.
Kalen Liretto. Planet. Kirk, which was received on the 5th of the 4th, 1966.
Oh my God, we gotta mute that.
Weird echo going on, Jono, all of a sudden.
Yeah. Let's see. The indices of the Los Angeles division contains no information identified with the nod, and no investigation has ever been conducted in the captioned organization. No further action is completed in this matter by the Los Angeles office of UACB. The foregoing is furnished to the Bureau for information.
Fuck is that?
All right, you guys ready to read this one?
No.
Yep. That was to the director of the FBI, wasn't it? Just directing him to look at, to subscribe to the journal, was it?
Yeah, he only lasted that department only lasted for like a year. That was Cooper.
Right.
Like, you remember when he was getting nightmares and all this other stuff, and creatures were showing up in his house, and as soon after that, he just closed the bureau. He was like, "No, I'm not going to do this anymore." So yeah, they didn't last for very long. But I wouldn't last for very long if I was getting creatures coming into my house and scaring the crap out of me,
Oh,
not
yeah.
letting me sleep.
The hitchhiker effect got him.
Got him, yeah, real. Alright, so Mr. Deer, your letter of October 9th has been retrieved with respect to your inquiry matters pertaining to inciting of unidentified flying objects or flying saucers are not within the jurisdiction of the FBI. But yet you guys keep files, right? Then some much as a communication of interest is another government agency. I am referring a copy of it to the Director of Special Investigations, the Inspector General, the Department of Air Force, Washington, D.C., 23333, censor yours. UFO, man. What's going on over there?
You're giving us some beautiful heavy breathing. It's like, ASMR. Yeah.
Sorry, it's my microphone and where it is, but I can move it away from my face.
What have I told you about coming on live without your trousers on, John?
Trust me, they're on. Thousands wouldn't, but I can assure you they are.
UFO.
What can I say? It's a very sensitive microphone.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get some kind of disclosure before from Jono by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
A pre-disclosure.
These files are so
Welcome
good.
back to third phase of Buffoon. The heavy breathing is because my nose doesn't work and I've been doing too much powders.
Oh my God.
Right.
Awesome.
Third phase of Buffoon. I tell you what, I wonder what they're talking about at the moment. I bet it's ridiculous.
Probably not this.
Yeah.
It's interesting they've added that letter in because it's just a handoff.
Yeah.
Like a reply.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Alright, anyone wants to read that?
Is that back to front? It looks like it's on a reverse page, so it's almost like it needs.
You're right.
I can't see it for shit.
They've just scanned in every side of the document, including.
Yeah, I think that's what they've done. The back, just to prove that it was witnessed by so many people.
Wow.
Yes, it's seen by a lot of people. Exactly. That's crazy.
Great cat.
Yeah, it is.
Great cat.
They must have whatever they had there. They must have all felt that was really important. If they've all signed it, that's crazy.
That is wild. And you got
What's the date on that? 66. Mm-hmm. And these are FBI signatures.
Yeah. J. Edgar Hoover.
Wow.
Oh, J. Edgar.
Yeah.
J. Edgar Hoover.
Holy shit.
He wasn't there. It was just a stamp.
Yeah,
I know. Obviously, you're an idiot, but you're using his name, aren't you?
I'm not an idiot. I was obviously pointing out the obvious. For those that didn't know it was obvious.
Yeah.
And
he didn't build the dam.
He didn't.
If you guys are on Spotify right now listening, he's right. It wasn't his signature, it's a stamp. Okay? So, let's clarify. Okay.
Hey, this is supposed to be fun. This whole process is supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
Stop breathing down the mic then and making it creepy instead.
Oh, doing it for you, Lee. It's all for you.
Alright, so if you guys are just joining live, these are the drops that Anna Paulina was stating yesterday. War.gov is where we're getting this for. A lot of people are having problems getting uploaded and getting the information out there. I'm one of the few creators here. Interstellar was broadcasting this earlier, and I guess the the page just froze or crashed. So a lot of people are receiving technical difficulties with the site. I just so happened to download it and be blessed with this amazing opportunity.
You did well. You did well.
Yes.
Thank
Move
you.
your damn face away from the mic, Jono.
Mike is breathing hard.
It is. Yeah. I think it was when you said Anna Polina Luna. That's what it was.
This is how you end up on the register.
Do we get to see her panties?
All right. Office of Director of Federal Bureau of Investigation, United States Department of Justice, Washington, D.C., 2535. Sir, for the past 20 years, the United States has been having an increase in problems of the UFO or flying saucer. Why is that circled? That's weird, right? It was like a correction or something. And nothing is being done about it as it should be. The Air Force has maintained that the sightings have been gaslighting weather but by talking some of the people that have been in the UFO, I'm wondering if the Air Force isn't lying. I am not the only one wondering this, for the people that I have talked to say that after the Michigan sighting and the other, they would not report it to the Air Force if they did see a UFO. The reports say that the event FBI agent has seen UFOs, and this has been denied by the Air Force. The report recently about the police officer in Ohio and Finn and having series of family troubles, as well as being relocated by the people because of the sightings, along with a fallen police officer of the UFO. I see by this that the faith in our Air Force is beginning. Holy shit, it's a lot of steps here, guys.
Yeah, is that saying that a policeman has been unalived, that a fallen police officer from the UFO? That's what it's saying, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So it's acknowledgement that like people are being whacked.
Yeah, this is pretty intense.
And it's corroding people's.
Relocated. Relocated by people of the sighting, along with a following officer of the UFO. I am by this that the faith in our Air Force is beginning blind, and if this is so, then we may be putting our lives in terrible position, as did the Nazi Germany's in 1930s. I wish to know, bro. What? I'm zooming in, guys. I'm zooming in.
Oh, that is so much better.
Yeah.
Bring it. Should we just recap that last bit from where it says reports say that even FBI agents.
So we can see the whole piece of the page. It's just a little bit. It's
just off a little bit over, Rover. Just up, over, right. That's it. No, a little bit. Yes.
It's pretty good.
All right, where was that? I see by this that the faith in our Air Force is beginning to decline, and if this is so, then we may be putting ourselves in a terrible position, as did the Nazi Germany's in 1930s. I wish to know if your agents have seen any UFOs. Sincerely, Paul J. Wright. That is pretty wild. How this is off center right here. Like, it looked like he took it off the typewriter and then he put it back in the typewriter to put this last sentence in. Mm-hmm. So this is the back of the page right here, guys.
What did it mean by that?
What's
just
that?
out of curiosity, what was? Can someone just, because maybe I am being stupid now, but what's the clarification of, like, you know, basically said the Air Force is beginning to put itself something, and if this is so, then we may be putting ourselves in the most terrible position as the Nazis did in Germany in the 1930s. So what's it acknowledging? Did they have that technology before the war? Or were they chasing UFOs? Is that what that's saying?
So in 1933, there was the Magenta Italy crash, wasn't there? Which is essentially what people believe started World War II. Because Mussolini got his hands on this UFO, who was in league with Hitler at the time. And then there was a big concerted effort to reverse engineer that. And then Operation Paperclip and all the rest of it.
Hold up, guys. Someone in
I think with regard to this,
Agent X said it is because they could not defend their country. We could be in the same position too. We won't be able to defend our country. That makes a lot of sense.
No, I don't think it's that either. I think it's that a police person has come out and said he's seen UFOs. Then he's been ridiculed by the Air Force, which is fascism, like in Nazi Germany.
Okay. That makes it a bit clearer.
Yeah.
It's really cool. We can do like a whole bunch of what is it?
Can I just drop and come back, because I don't have the feed, and I for some reason it's all jammed up.
I'll let you out.
I'd like, yeah, please. I'll be right back. 1 second. How do I get out of here? Can you kick me out, Chips? Because I've lost that control as well.
Yeah. Fascinating.
All right, guys. Thank you, Chips, for being the moderator, man. That definitely takes some weight off of my shoulders. Agent, as U.S. are superpower, they do not want to seem as weak and ridiculous. This is agency always. No heavy breathing, please. Okay. Okay. If you guys are wondering what's going on with the blank screens are basically the back of the page. They made two copies. All right, memorandum.
You might need to zoom out slightly.
Oh yeah, you're right. Look at that. Memorandum, United States of Government, Director, FBI, SEC, San Francisco, United States flying object is X. Okay, subject is X. Barrel Bulletin number 57, dated 10/1/1947, number 38, date March 25th, 1949, entitled Flying Disc. Enclosed are copies of an article entitled Armed Forces Focus on UFOs, which published in This World Supplement of San Francisco Examiner Chronicles, Sunday, October 16th, 1966. This article deals with the current controversy over the existence of non-existence of flying saucers and identifying flying objects as UFOs, and quoted Michigan Congressional Representative Gerald Ford as suggesting that the Congress looks into the UFO also, and announces that the Air Force, which is charged with investigation of UFOs, has commissioned the University of Colorado and physics professor. All right, you remember American Alchemy, when they were talking about the physics? Why is no physicist working on this? Boom. Professor of Physics, Professor Edward U. Condon, to conduct an independent study of flying saucers for the next 18 months at the estimate cost of $300,000. And it has scribbled in here, University of Colorado.
It's 47, so that's like millions of dollars in today's money.
Huge amount. That is ridiculous money.
I won't mind knowing, trying to trace that money and see where it came from. Where did that 300,000 come from?
Well, and that's the tip
criminal,
of the iceberg,
right?
isn't it?
Might be criminal if it's come from taxpayers' shit or whatever. It could be criminal money.
The article also points out that since last summer, pressure has been mounting for the establishment of independent civilian control investigatives agencies to look into the UFO. So it's been, back in the day, they were trying to get civilians involved in this and get it open to the public, and that shit was on the wraps. They weren't going to let that broadcast at all, dude. It was just wild. Also, for the Bureau of Information, there was recently republished, first printing June 1966, a book entitled "A Flying Saucer: Serious Business." Lily Start, Inc. Publisher, author by Frank Edward. This book is now in its third edition and is available in paperback, published by Bantam Books, and is probably a contribution factor to the current controversy. In this book, author Edward points out the flying saucer were observed in the spring of 1946 in Scandinavia and Russia, which points out about a year from the date of the testing of the
Alamogordo
atomic bomb.
Atomic beat.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
what's the address that these files are at again? Is it war.gov.watson, whatever it is?
war.gov. I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, cheers, Chips.
I haven't got the chat. I have to leave again.
I'll let you out.
Okay. Kick me out. I have to leave completely and come back so it reloads.
All right.
Okay, man, it's not letting me pin anything. Why?
I'll just pepper the chat with that website for a bit.
Metal Daddy says, please with the heavy breathing into the microphone. Guess it's awkward and irritating. You're making people feel uncomfortable. It's making people feel
Make him stop. Make him stop. I feel your pain. I've known Jono a long time, so I've got used to this now.
It's all part of the beauty of TikTok. It's real life.
Yeah, that's true, man. We got people here live, you know. What's up?
There you go, guys. Chips has just posted the website address into the comments, if you can see it.
I'll keep doing it.
Can you pin it so it sticks to the top?
I'll try.
Yeah, it won't let me pin anything. Chips, go for it, brother.
I'm modded for a bit.
All right, so here it is. Document many reports throughout the world of the UFO since the date and claims that the 1965 was the year of the greatest number of UFO sightings and that those were observed by multiple witnesses. It is author Edward conditioned that the UFOs are space vehicles sent to observe activities on Earth, and the Air Force, which is charged with the responsibility of investigation UFOs, has deliberately withheld information and given misleading explanations because it fears a mass panic by the public if the public were told the truth. This is wild, dude. The book describes a UFO published in metal objects radiating heat and light in sufficient to have burned witnesses were too near and emitting some force field that interferes with electromagnetic instruments and power sources. Color ranges from brilliant white to dull red and brilliant orange. Some objects have carried blinking lights. There are 3 basic shapes. Well, okay, here's the basic shapes. All right, guys, we got one here for weird ass word, Zeppelin shaped with
what we saw before, like a blimp,
shaped up to 300 feet long. Disc shaped object ranging from a few feet in diameter, meaning to 100 feet, with many reports about 300 feet diameter. And 3.
All right, here we go.
Egg-shaped object, which according to the author are the ones most recently sighted. So there's the newcomers right there.
Oh, yeah.
Egg-shaped guys. AK Nordics, aka I don't know, I'm not sure. Okay. According to the book, the object moved silently, attaining fantastic speeds, yet can hover motionless in mid-air, and they have been reported to land and to take off with a great speed, usually with a burst of light from the underside, which in some cases left the ground beneath them scorched. You hear that? What Bob Lazar said,
Yep.
right? It does a little rotate, and then it goes out. It does a little.
You know, as you're listening to what he's saying here, just think about every single UFO case that's ever been reported, like, and to everything that you're saying. You can just cross-check all of this stuff that you're saying from these now official documents to all of these cases that people have said are hoaxes over the years.
Yeah, everything you ever heard of about the UFO turning on its side and then going off. Port's philosopher. This comes from war.gov. This is the new data dump from the government. It's pretty wild, man. They're recounting documentation in a book that describes these objects in basically FBI form. They're recounting and documenting this stuff and basically establishing a format of understanding at the beginning of this UFO situation, which is extraordinary, dude. Using independent journalists.
What we're reading through, it's this a fresh dump of documents onto a website I'm going to put in the chat in case you've just scrolled in, and we're going through the reports that have been released. And as Knight was saying, some of them go back quite far to the 40s, but there's also photographs which are quite recent too. So it spans the entire, 70 years of this phenomenon being observed by the US government.
Yeah, man, I'm like, I would do this emoji.
Thank you for your heart.
But so many people have did the heart thing, which I appreciate it. I'll be doing that every 5 seconds, guys. So thank you. If you're pissed off I didn't do the emoji, I apologize, but we are...
Follow Knight. He goes live every day, and I'd say there's enough information here for us to be working through this for a bit.
Yeah, somebody's just asked in the comments as well, is there any mainstream coverage of this? Well, yes, there is. The Daily Mail, The Sun, the mainstream news or the big tabloids in the UK have covered this in their articles now. Naturally, I imagine they're going to want to move on from it pretty quick. But yes, they have covered it. The mainstream have got hold of this.
Potential crashed sources has been recovered on at least 3 occasions, in one case described as magnesium alloy, and another as pure magnesium, and in a third case attributed to an official of the Canadian government, the material was described as an exceptionally hard unknown metal, actually a matrix of magnesium something, which contained thousands of 15 micron metal spheres throughout and showing evidence of micrometeorites on its surface. Crikey, so it's old, or it's bumped into stuff. Yeah.
So if you just refer to Patrick Jackson's sphere network at this moment and think about that, and if you haven't investigated what that is, go and have a look at it, because that's ancient as well. Ties into this shit that you just talked about, their ships.
Yeah, it's getting wild.
Okay. That's a good bit of information.
Yeah, this is good.
You a good night?
No, we're good. Just had a my daughter's acting a fool at school right now. That's why I just got a notification. All right, so where were we? According to the book, the object silently moved, attaining fantastic speeds, yet can hover motionless in mid-air. They have been reported to land and to take off with great speed, usually with a burst of light from the underside, which in some cases have left the ground beneath them scorched. Many of the persons named in the book who have reported them are reliable individuals, including law enforcement officers, military personnel, official duty military pilots, commercial airline pilots, civilian defense officials. A number of photographs of the object have been produced in the book, some reportedly taken by reputable persons. Many report sightings are from the atomic and missile research area, which is wild. Wreckage of the crash saucer has been reportedly recovered on at least 3 occasions. 3 occasions? In one case described as a magnesium alloy, in other a pure magnesium, and in a third case attributes to an official of the Canadian government that the material has described as an exceptionally hard unknown metal, actually a matrix of magnesium orthosilicate, which contains thousands of 15 micro metal spheres throughout, and showing evidence of micro meteorites on its surface.
So this is what from the. When is this dated? The 60s or something, right?
So what was the date?
By that
1965.
1965. So in 1965, they'd recovered 3 crash sources. So imagine how many more they have.
You know
since
what?
Then.
They had the microspheres too. You remember the boogosphere when they were doing the microscopic on the boogosphere, and they seen the miniature micros meteorites in it too? That's wild, dude.
Yeah, yeah. And that must be the way that it's formed is by some production method that we don't understand, where it creates little spheres within the metal matrix. We don't even really know what it is.
That makes sense. Whoever made that made this. That makes sense. Or it's probably just the best type of material to use when they're doing this advanced technology, right?
Yeah.
Mids France says we can make nanotubes now. No, 100%. 100%. All right. A few witnesses have reported seeing crewmen who had landed from what? Okay. A few witnesses have reported seeing crewmen who had landed from the object, who are described as 3.5 to 4 feet tall, wearing what appears to be space suits and helmets. Author Edward concluded this book with predictions that in the near future UFOs will make an overall landing or deliberate contact with Earth. A copy of this letter is being directed to Denver in view of contract awards to Dr. Edward U. Condon. The above is being called the Bureau of Attention in the view of the press reports of mountain pressure for a civilian control investigation agency to be handled UFO matter. Bro, UFOs are real. UFOs aren't real.
Just confirmed the biologics are real.
UFOs aren't real. What are you talking
Dr.
about?
Condon, that was the chap, the physicist from Colorado State University that was heading up that $300,000 research grant. So, there he is.
Well,
So this is
I
a
love
guy
a good story
who's
with a
given...
spaceman in a spacesuit, because when they're 3.5, 4 feet tall, that certainly makes me think about my own personal experience. So
yeah,
but just think of the credibility that's attached to that, right? They've given him $300,000, and this is a man who's just talking about biologics, aliens in spacesuits walking about. You don't give money to people that are crazy.
No. It's proper, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
It is. Yeah, that's legit. This is legit as it gets.
This is wild, dude.
We certainly didn't have that technology in the 60s.
Oh, absolutely not. We might have some of it now. I mean, at least in the last 15 years, we had something that looks really equivalent to it. That is wild. Read that again. Read the this last part right here. A few witnesses have reported seeing crew members who have landed from objects who are described as 3.5 to 4 feet tall, wearing what appears to be spacesuits and helmets. Author Edward concludes that this book with a prediction that is in the near future, UFOs will be making an overall landing or deliberate contact with Earth. A copy of this letter is being directed to Denver in view of the contract award by Dr. Edward U. Condon. The above is being called to the Bureau attention in view of the press reports of mounting pressure for a civilian control investigation agency to handle UFO matters.
Let me just ask a question, right? I'll just let you think about this.
We can end the live right here. That'd be fucking awesome.
So it says in there, Knight, that they were going to plan an overt landing in the future. That means a landing out in public where everybody can see. Now think about what's happened since then. How many crafts we've downed. Now say what you like about Stephen Gray and what he thinks, but he says that we've downed over 1,000 craft. That's using our technology, bringing them down. What if that overt landing was meant to happen for the public, but the military gate crashed the party and started blowing these things out of the sky instead, and that's why it's been suppressed all these years?
Well, here's the thing, guys. This was posted 1965. I'm rechecking. 1965. When was that that landing on the Air Force Base where a UFO came and landed, and they had reporters and news reporters out there? It was on American Alchemy. They were discussing that, and it was in Area 52. They also discussed it about this basically reporter recounting that they were waiting for a UFO to land for their first meetings with extraterrestrials. Maybe that is what reportedly eventually would happen, and that was never broadcast. Like, they had news reporters out there, they have people that were going to document it. They were out there, they documented, but then they didn't broadcast nothing.
What year was the Vandenberg landing, where they apparently had this meeting with the government?
Great question. Let's get Orion up and running here.
Interesting comment from Vicky Frost says, Men in Black let us further down, guys. So maybe it gets even spicier the further we go.
Hey, Orion, when was the Vandenberg landing?
The most recent one was early on May 3rd, 2026. That was the CAS 500-2 mission, where the booster landed on Landing Zone 4 at Vandenberg after a midnight launch. The first ever Vandenberg landing was October 8th, 2018, on the SAO
Yeah, this is definitely the...
Which one were you thinking of?
It's all woke, Knight. It's all woke. It's giving us woke answers.
You mean the UFO landing at Vandenberg? That was October 14th, 2003. Jeff Nucatelli and other witnesses say a massive red square craft landed on the flight line. Military police saw it. OSI showed up the next day telling everyone to stop reporting UFOs. The booster landing we were talking about was May 3rd, 2026, but that's definitely not a UFO. People sometimes mix the two up. Which one are you asking about?
Nice.
The UFO.
It's even earlier than that.
So 2003. I thought there was
No, it wasn't, mate. I'm talking about the one where apparently they met with, and there was like these Egyptian-looking type people came off the craft.
All right, so
and they were talking with officials.
Orion. So there was a landing they talked about on Area 52 podcast in American Alchemy. Basically, a landing where these Egyptian-like creatures landed in a military base or installation. In that event, I believe there was a reporter doing a whistleblowing on it, but it was never broadcast. But there was a lot of eyewitnesses. They call it like a coordination meeting.
Sounds like you're mixing up a couple stories. The 2003 Vandenberg event, the one with Jeff Nucatelli and the big red square, was a massive glowing red square, football field sized, that hovered over the launch facilities for about 45 seconds. Lots of Boeing contractors and security saw it. OSI got involved. but no landing and no creatures stepped out. The Egyptian-like creatures landing at a military base is the famous Holloman Air Force Base story from 1964, not Vandenberg. That's the one where 3 craft supposedly landed, humanoids in tight suits with headdresses. People...
Okay, so that was American Alchemy. Okay. So yeah, the Hollenberg landing is the one that I was talking about. Air Force Base, 1964. So this was supposed to be that 1965. Pretty darn close. Different change of time. That's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Now, whoever was making this report was probably not worried about the Holloman Air Force Base story. Now, that being said, it could quite possibly be that it was already in the midst of talks before they decided to post this to get it information to the other people. So that could possibly be that, because what was it called? People are in their own little pod of information, so it might have not been passed down to everybody. So, example, this guy would have been hearing rumors of a landing soon, and that's going to happen very soon in 1965. But the incident happened 1964. It already happened, but he's probably not aware of it, which that would be wild in itself.
There was the Kecksburg incident night that happened in December 1965.
That
involved
the 1964 Holloman landing.
All right, so
That's
check
the one,
this,
Holloman.
check this out. What was it called? The Kecksburg incident?
Yeah, that was the Kecksburg in 65. That was December. And then there's the Socorro incident in 1964 in New Mexico. Both around the same, same area of the fucking country. But that Holloman one as well, that was the one I was talking about, the one that met with the government. So is that before or after this document?
All right, so this document was 1965. The Holloman was 1964, a year before.
Yeah. Wow. So this document's been written with that in mind?
Yeah, 100%. It definitely has that precursor of what's it called? Not everyone knowing the full story, but everybody.
So hang on a minute. So that was written in 64, saying there was going to be an overt landing. Now the U.S. military, they removed whatever that UFO was that landed at Kecksburg in December of 65. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was the overt landing.
People are hearing vague talk about...
All right. Orion, give me the Kecksburg landing in 1965.
Kecksburg happened December 9th, 1965, in Pennsylvania. A bright fireball streaked across the sky, seen by thousands from the Midwest to Canada. In Kecksburg, locals heard a thud, saw smoke, and some went into the woods. They claimed they found a bronze-colored, acorn-shaped object about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle, with strange writing on it that looked like Egyptian hieroglyphs. The military and state police quickly sealed the area, cordoned it off, and later hauled something away on a flatbed truck under a tarp. It's been called Pennsylvania's Roswell ever since. Official story is it was either a meteor or Soviet satellite debris, but the records supposedly got lost. That hieroglyphs detail is interesting right after we were talking about the Egyptian-looking beings at Holloman the year before.
Yep.
You seeing a thread there?
Yeah, a few people are making the connections here. All right, back to the document at hand. Let's get rolling here. So this one I flipped down. Documents may report throughout. Okay, yeah, I read through all this. And then the alien beings, 3-4 feet tall. News report archives. That's what that is. All right. United States government memorandum. Mr. Wick from MJ Jones. It looks like MJ Jones was scribbled out for some reason. Subject: John Moss, freelance writer, 4111 Illinois Avenue Northwest, Washington D.C. On October 21st, 1966. Caption: individuals
telephonically
telephonically contact the Bureau and spoke with S.A. Thomas B. Call of the Crime Research Section. He advised that he is in a freelance writer and is working on a story for a TV production concerning unidentified flying objects. He stated that he has been in personal contact with former Air Force officers who used the alias of Mel Knoll concerning unidentified flying objects, and that it is the TV producer intention to use this individual in the forthcoming TV show. He advises the Knoll is not the individual true name and inquires as to whether the FBI could advise him of Knoll's real identity. That's probably why it has a little X and a line across the top. Moss was advised that the FBI could not be of any assistance to him, and all that the information of the FBI files is confidential, and he was also advised that the investigation of unidentified flying objects is not or never been or a matter within the investigation jurisdiction of the FBI. The above files containing no information which contains identified with Moss recommendation for record purposes.
Wow. Wasn't it the FBI that released these files?
Yeah.
So that just proves that that guy just lied by stating that the FBI doesn't even investigate UFOs. There's proof right there that the government deceives the public.
Well, they, in the beginning of this document, it says multiple times, along with witnesses, documentations, that it keeps saying that we don't cover these matters, But on that same note, they are recording their responses, and they're keeping their responses about this matter. So they may not be investigating per se, but they are keeping track. You see what I'm saying? So
clever wordage. So they haven't lied, but they haven't told the truth.
Well, that's true. You're right. Mr. J.A. Henson, 10 Manson Place, South Kensington, London. Mr. Dear Henderson, I have researched your letter of November 26th in response to your inquiry. The police of this bureau regarding the investigation of unidentified flying objects has not changed since I wrote to you in January 26, 1965. Also, it's a contrary to my long-standing policy to express an opinion on such matters. Since my priority communications to you has been destroyed, I am enclosing another for your file and trust this will be helpful to your reconstructing of your records. Sincerely. And then it has a stamp, J. Edgar Hoover. Now, so they're saying that there was paperwork that was destroyed initially and was initially rescented. So that's kind of interesting how they're documenting that there were files destroyed and they're resending stuff. So I guess someone already was already trying to destroy all the paperwork of movement as this topic was being broadcast. That's pretty interesting. That this has historically been always the case, part of the government to remove.
So who are those guys that were the MJ-12 that after 47 that assembled after 1947?
Okay.
Who dealt with all this? They took custody of the paperclip guys. They dealt with the Blue Book. That would have been in the early 60s, right? 50s, 60s?
No, 100%.
There, man. I think they're only going to give us what we already know since we've been doing all these lives. We've come across a lot of stuff, right, Knight? So I think they're going to give us probably something we already know to start out with.
All right, if you guys are wondering, that is Uncle Jay podcast. He's here with us. If you guys are listening from Spotify,
I think that
that numbers, guys. I'm glad you guys got all in here because it's going to be coming out soon, and I'm happy for you, Knight. You're doing good, man. They're suppressing me, but they're leaving you alone, so I'm happy.
Brother, to give you an update, man. This is the drop that just happened this morning. Basically war.gov, and they're this one of my understanding. This is one of many. This is one of many drops. So I'm understanding that they're going to do this on a weekly basis. So I don't know how true that will be, but this what's already been dropped is pretty wild.
And just for everybody in the comments, UFOs around the world just put a comment in there. I was following his live. He was going along on YouTube on YT, and he's taken all of the videos off the recent file drop, and he's put them all up on a YouTube, so you can just watch the videos on one of his YouTube channels. So UFOs around the world.
Kick ass. All right, so let's go into this. Edward J. Hoover, Director, Federal Bureau of Investigation, Washington, D.C. Dear Sir. There we go. About 2 years ago or so, I wrote to you and asked you, to the best of my recollection, why agents of the Bureau of Investigation reports landing of unidentified flying objects, whether the data regarding this finding was available, and your reply says that the agent investigation those cases to determine whether any federal law had been broken, and their findings are confidential, and as were all the other FBI records. So they keep stating they're recording this FBI even though they're not investigating, aka, right? Since receiving your letter, which was placed in my records, many of my records, including your letter, were destroyed and recently in a fire at my home, and I would therefore be grateful if, for purposes of my new record confirming your letter in 1965, it has a slash there, if the situation is still in the same. Let me stop right there. Who just came up? How you doing, Kendall, artist, right?
Hey, Knight, it's me.
How you doing? If anybody's on the live on the podcast, we got another guest here, so let's keep on going, guys. Woo! Holy cow, this is wild.
Right, I want to see my thing. Right?
Oh, you want to see your intro? All right, guys. I made this intro, and it's better than my intro, so I'm pretty pissed about it. But you guys are gonna love this.
Uncle Jay's live podcast has arrived. Bigfoot's here too. Ready to rock this show. Let's go.
That shit is so funny.
That is pretty wild. So if everybody, I know, right? That was good, dude.
You read a letter that was written by J. Edgar Hoover talking about how files had gone missing. That's the point in the story where the U.S. Elected officials lost control of the understanding of what was going on, and that's a letter where he's trying to grab it back and never did. I think that's maybe why they've and say what you want about the history of this bullshit that we've been wading through and all the lies. They're dumping this all on us now, so we've got to kind of big up them for that.
No,
who thought Trump was going to be the one that did that? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Well,
just exciting.
I think again, it's. I think there's a real power struggle in the establishment at the moment, and I think a lot of this stuff has been brought forward for multiple reasons. But I do think that the old guard that was basically keeping this thing silent for as long as it has and secretive, I think by proving a point, it sort of explains where all the millions and trillions of dollars are gone. And I think that it's a vote puller, isn't it, really? Changes the whole dynamic of reality as well. I mean, if this doesn't make people sit up and listen at the same time, as well as have possibly something satisfied in them, because to be honest, in my entire lifetime, I never thought I'd hear this actually coming to be. I think there is a proper power struggle in the American system at the moment, and this is why scientists are being unalived, attempts on presidents' lives, all that sort of stuff. I mean, this is like a huge plaster being ripped off.
Yeah, the cat's out of the bag.
The cat's out of the bag now. Can't do it. And with this, I mean, the other side is this, that now that the information started to flow, I mean, it's gone against the grain of, so those people's lives who have been unalived as such, they've not died in vain, because you're probably going to get to some sort of truth. But with that, you'll probably find now that more and more and more people are going to come forward, and it is kind of going to expose the dark underbelly of this whole thing. So maybe there's some hope that whatever is buried in this massive establishment that has lived secret for over 70 years can kind of get to some sort of sensible reality. And I guess if the people feel like they're cut in on it, you know, it might bring people full circle to the point where they're actually like, oh, we believe in the government again. I know it sounds completely crazy, but it is a bit of a game-changing thing, you know. And I know that the
people won't believe in the government again. That shit.
Do you think?
Well, I think that's what the hope is, though, Lee. You see, I'm not saying it from the perspective that I think that people should buy into it, but there are going to be a lot of people that, you know, see the full picture, and then there's going to be 100 or 1,000 times more people that haven't even got a clue of all this stuff.
Well,
but you know,
all this is a distraction from the Epstein files, for the precise reason as the people who are releasing this and drip feeding this information to us are the very people who are being implicated in these files. Why do you think nobody's been prosecuted yet? It's a joke.
Oh no, I get it, Lee. I just think it's a strategic play to try and sort of recover some sort of face. That's genuinely, and I think you're right. I think to a degree, I think you're right about, you know, using it as a distraction mechanism from much more challenging, mind-bending realities that actually affect people in everyday life. You know, this stuff that's been buzzing past in space and picking up the odd person, you know,
well, the real
it doesn't affect everyone in the same way.
The real
bottom line is they're there, they're deceiving us, and we need to know. Everybody keeps saying that. And then what are the other countries going to do when this, you know, when our administration lets everybody know what's going on? What are the other countries like China, Russia, all that? What are they going to do? See what I mean? So I don't know what's going to happen, but it's getting very interesting. They're there in the oceans, under the ground, under the ice. They've been there forever.
The big disclosure is where we come from, who built the pyramids, and where that ties into the non-human intelligence saga. That's the big disclosure that they're going to hide from us, and that's going to come from Egypt. And I can give you all an exclusive now. I shouldn't do it, but I'm talking to a guy who's in the Templars Order. He's in Egypt right now, and it said that you shouldn't really tell anybody, but they're breaking ground as we speak at Hawara. And if you don't know what that is, look at it. There's a big metallic object buried under the labyrinth of Hawara, and the Egyptians have said we can't dig there for years and years and years for a number of reasons. But the big disclosure that's attached to this UFO thing, and this is why they won't tell us, and it's attached to the Epstein files, is who we are and what this entity is that they all worship, this dark force, and what the trick is that they've played on us the entire time, based around religions and everything. The Catholic
and then you guys, sorry to cut you off. Did you see where DeSantis went and visited the Pope?
Oh, I heard. Yes.
Yeah, do you see that? See, that's what I'm saying. You got to look at things like that. He went over there and had a hour or two meeting with the Pope. Then all this, you know, the preachers or pastors are going to be known about what's going on before we are. It's just a lot of weird things going on, man.
Big question I'd ask is why Peter Thiel of Palantir doing a 2-day conference on the Antichrist in Rome? Why is that happening? The guy who's rolling out all this surveillance technology to the world, who also is in the Epstein files, who worships this evil entity that they all seem to be involved with. What about that?
Well, that's
as much as the whole Epstein situation is interesting. Perhaps let's not take away from this new information that we've just had dumped. Look, it's a dark cloud, and it's horrific, but maybe this is a silver lining to it, and I'm not trying to dissuade you from being frustrated about the Epstein files, but perhaps could we concentrate on all of this quite positive information that we're we're gathering
Yeah,
in this live,
apologies.
rather than descend into sort of negative speaking about all the bad things in the world.
I agree.
Yeah, I apologise for that. I'll shut up about it. I was only saying it just to say that it's all linked, but I'll leave it at that.
All right, so we're at 35. We're on the 35th page out of a 184-page document. So,
And it's just one of them. It's just one of them of the many that were released.
yes. They also had images on the also what has been documented, which is pretty
Well,
cool.
everybody here, I just hope uses their discernment, because to tell you the truth, we don't know what they are. They can be fallen, they can be whatever, but we just got to use our discernment. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it's always important to use discernment. Yeah, we just can't get caught up into the whole thing that ETs are like, demons, because that's where things get really derailed, and that's kind of how things get separated.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the people, right? You guys are all my brothers and sisters. We're supposed to be one, and it's just, that's all I say. I don't trust nothing, and so.
Absolutely. Definitely discernment is key, because it's not to say that those things wouldn't be associated in some other ways with the negative groups, but the information is really interesting, but discernment is definitely needed here. I particularly find it interesting that they're talking about, like in one of the other files is talking about the fact that how we've been treating the earth, and I mean this kind of it was in the first section, because I just started looking at it myself, and they're talking about Kalo. I guess they're talking about some conference where there was a being talking to them. That was really interesting.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why all this is happening now. Like, I was thinking maybe the jab, right? They maybe abducted somebody, found something in the bloodstream, and then they came. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. But,
A lot of DNA related for sure. Again, that links into other stuff.
I think the world's biosphere is beginning to tip over, to be honest. We've got a super, an unprecedented El Nino weather pattern developing in the Pacific Ocean over the next year. And that's a cascading, it's kind of the tipping point for kind of a catastrophic new world of weather. So if they were going to arrive, now's the time.
But also, if there's anything out there in space that could cause a bit like when a massive oil ship goes past, or an oil tanker, it's not so much the bow, the waves that break off the front of it. It's what follows behind in the wake. And I've been reading different things, and I've still got all that stuff ringing in my ears from about sort of a year and a half ago, when Simon Holland came forward mentioning of things in space traveling towards Earth, and it wasn't the AI Atlas, and things of course directed twice. And it's in our sort of vicinity, or at least it would be now. I mean, if there was a reason, it's because there's an obvious presence that these people in the seats of power that run the world, they can't stop certain aspects of reality. And I think it would probably be more in line with that than and a little bit of what you said, Lee, to the degree of possibly seeing all this stuff under the pyramids, and what might be under the Sphinx, and what might be under Huayra.
Now,
I mean that this is going to give a different layer from an antiquities point of view, that like the UFO thing has been present on Earth for a very, very long time, and it's affected different generations in different time brackets of the planet's kind of existence. So, I think America's tried to take the jump, because it actually has gathered probably, or we assume they've probably gathered the most information so far. But as you said, there's so many countries around the world with their own sort of thing. Maybe this is like, the beginning of the great unraveling.
Think about those missing scientists as well, Jono. Some of those were experts in detecting what may or may not be coming towards Earth.
They
Why
were.
would they disappear?
Well, apparently there were three. There were
three.
There were three astronomers that were staring into space. They were staring. They were. I want to say. I think it was Nara. There's a star out there. I think it's called Nara. And while they were viewing this star, they picked up on another object which was pretty damn big, and it was traveling through space. And they used special telescopes to test what this thing was made of in space. And I'm told that they can kind of like make assessments around what it was. And they knew it wasn't an asteroid, it wasn't a comet, and it wasn't a meteorite. But this thing is fucking huge.
I don't know if Knight, I don't know if Knight will mind or not, but I have a follower. We did a live a long time ago. I think Knight was there. But then I started getting really suppressed hard because we were showing real stuff. I did make a CapCut video. It's the first video on my page to see if I can get it out. It's been approved. But you'll see a video, CapCut, Men in Black. But that's real footage by Saturn from a follower of ours, Jimmy Fire.
Right.
And that's all real footage. You'll see it's the first video I got, but I threw it on CapCut, right? Because if I put it out by itself, they'd knock it down, but CapCut let it roll. So if you want to see real footage that's up by Saturn, it's plain as day rolling right there on the CapCut.
Well, one of the things about this object in deep space, and I think this was what Simon Holland was talking about at the time, since the unaliving of these people, you know, this object in space was causing movement in planets that were close to it. So that gives you an idea of how big this thing was. So, you know, I mean, like, there are so many what ifs around this topic, and I think that is probably the greatest question right now, which is why on earth now? I mean, if anybody had, when we were kids, had been told that this would be happening, none of us would believe it. Like,
you gotta think too, Anomaly, that there's people like Knight, me, you, Lee, everybody out here pushing to let the American people know what's actually going on. Because Knight has real footage, you guys do. We're all family here, guys. We are competition, but we are family, okay? Especially me and Knight. But there's things out there, dude, and the reason they're doing this is because we are all online doing what we're doing, okay? And then we're making it happen, okay? When the people start talking, they're going to start giving us stuff. If you fight for what you want to know, they're going to give it to you. Look, they're already helping the food because people are bitching about the crappy food. Because you guys are bitching about it. Sorry, back to the left.
Jono, I want to say as well, you mentioned something there. You said, why now? And you know, you look at this. I refer this back to like the ancient history and the ancient civilizations. They looked at the shifting of the equinoxes, the cycles of the 12,160 years. Every single astrological age shifts. Hence why they say we're coming into the age of Aquarius now. We're getting to the edge of that 2,160 year shift. But then you also look back, and it seems there would be real credence to suggest that there is indeed a Planet 9 or a Nibiru or whatever you want to call it, that does come round every 3,600 years. Does it tie into the end of the age? Are we going to see them kind of cataclysms that have been documented and well documented by ancient civilizations, which is information that's been suppressed, which ties back into Hawara and other things? The information, the real disclosure for people, the real answers are going to come as a result of the UFO files, what we're seeing released now. Because the next questions is, who are we? Where do we come from? How do we fit into this? And to answer that, those suppressed documents and knowledges and ancient history and texts and tablets, they're all going to come spilling out. And that's where we'll get the disclosure. But, you know, to say why now, Jono, it's probably coming because it's the end of a cycle, my friend.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And they're probably going to talk about the Anunnaki because that's where all of this stuff leads back to.
Yeah, it can be that. Hey, it can be they came because of all the nonsense that they're doing to us. You know, the higher elites. Who knows what's actually going on, man? But the world's messed up. You guys all got to agree. The world's messed up. Now we got a new virus, or that virus on the ship. You know, it's just getting weird, man. Now they're saying.
was
now
gonna
they're
just
saying
say-
we got it.
But
Yeah,
these files now are going to give us a little bit more of a lens onto the situation as reported by these files. So maybe there'll be a little bit less of, is it Anunnaki? Is it, P-54s from 54,000 years in the future? The conjecture might die down slightly because we'll have a bit more focus. So that's got to be positive. This is a really positive thing. Woohoo! It's the cat's out of the bag. The snowball's starting to roll down the hill.
Yeah, it's certainly definitely over the first hill, which I would imagine, like in the secret establishments, they're all pooping themselves.
Absolutely.
Because there's a real dark history there that, like, the more confident the people get about speaking out and trying to kind of like just dissolve these barriers, I think we're going to get a real clear picture eventually. But where they're drip feeding it out right now, I mean, I did say about like why possibly might they be coming back, or sorry, if there was a reason for disclosing now, it could be that something is coming back because we're on the edge of AGI, and we don't really know if humans are ready to cope with the capacity of AI, and maybe we need guidance with that in order to become a third-rated universal. What's it called?
Well, now that you mention AI, John,
Class 3 civilization.
Yeah, Class 3 civilization. Yeah, so there's Class 3, Class 2, Class 1, and we've come so far, literally in the last 30 years, that we've been through the beginnings of AI, and now we're on the cusp of AGI.
Absolutely.
And these things are watching. And, it's a bit like the 1940s when, Einstein and, what was his name? The guy with the bombs. But, like, when we were making the nukes, there was a presence. And I think we're on the cusp of another presence. But you see, AI is in everybody's hands. It's not like in the hands of Oppenheimer. It's not in the hands of just one person or one small group of people. And so I think it's stuff like this that is forcing like the establishment to actually have to talk about shit they probably don't want to.
Well, believe it or not, John, the AI stuff ties into biblical stuff. We're talking religion now. And then when you refer that back to Ada Paulina Luna, she says, go read the Book of Enoch if you want to know more about this, which ties back into the fallen angel stuff and the giant stuff and the Nibiru stuff and all that shit we were just talking about there. So it's very real shit.
We had Mad come in, Lee, and he showed back in history, like 1800s and before then, like I think there was 2 or 3 different episodes in history where the people drew drawings of what they saw in the sky back in those days. Now, I don't know what happened back in those days, but they were seeing 3 different occasions, timelines that they seen these things in the sky. The only thing I can't figure out is what actually happened, after all that. Because now we're seeing all this. And like I said, I think they're going to reveal something, but they're going to do it very small and stupid. Something that we already know. We're aware and not scared or fear of nothing. But you got to remember the American people and the people in the world, they're sensitive, right? So they're going to give them a taste, okay? Because they don't want to panic everybody. So I believe they're going to give us a taste at first. Yeah. Okay, that's all I'm telling you. We know a lot more than what a lot of people know. Okay, a lot more. But I think they're going to only give people a taste of it. Because remember, they'll panic people. Some people are just sensitive. They got anxiety and shit. So they know what they're doing. Back to the left.
I think it's more than a taste. We've just been through some documents which talk about crashed craft and biologicals. I think this is it. This is a good first bite at the cherry.
The gateway, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely gives.
The reason I say that is because look at Knight, our brother Knight. He's doing good right now, but Knight knows a lot of us creators out there are getting bashed down to the ground. They're trying to get me offline because I let people come up, show pictures, tell their stories. I've had abductions from 3 different women from 3 different states at 3 different times, same story. And they don't like that, okay? What Knight does on his is awesome. I just let people have a voice and I get in trouble, okay? But I feel that your voices need to be heard because that's the only way we're going to get more and more information as letting all the people talk that had experiences and things that happened to them, you know, or family members.
Okay, I got a question for everybody here while we're in this live, but does anybody ever think for a moment that maybe the people that are releasing the files are ETs themselves, not considering the lower, you know, the other individuals who were witnesses? But I mean, there is a reason why beforehand they said that there's no evidence of NHI contacting us. So, you know, we need to put that into perspective.
So you think like David Icke's right?
Yeah, they say they can use mind control, right?
You guys know who David Icke is, right?
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
What do you believe? Do you believe he's right?
Yep.
Or do you think he's wrong? What do you think?
Just to address Kendall's question, I don't think that Donald Trump's administration is full of aliens. And I would say that the US government has been doing a staged sort of approach to this. We had the congressional hearings. This is just the next step and possibly what's like more like a 10-year disclosure project that this is the tail end of. That we've been getting prepared for this for a while, and this is the end of that process.
You don't think there's hybrids?
Driven by reptiles or something. I think it's driven by humans. People.
Do you think there's hybrids, Chips?
It's not all humans, you guys. It's not all of them, you know, but it has to be narrated in a specific direction. Although the files are really interesting, I'm definitely gonna get into it. But I've already had contact myself, so it's, you know, that this is one of the reasons why I have these opinions.
The government's already admitted the hybrid programs, right? Breeding humans with aliens, hybrid programs. The government said that the other week, right?
Yeah, they brought that out. Yep.
So that suggests that there is some kind of interaction going on between aliens and humans that is intelligent already. So why wouldn't you believe that there is a hybrid working within a government position? Who would know?
Exactly, because they look like us, but there's far more species, and I wonder if it's going to be mentioned in there. I mean, probably not right now, but we'll see.
I think it's more likely what you touched on before, and that it's just this is just to get us away from the Epstein files. And that's why it's happened now, because Trump's looking for things to distract us with, rather than it being Trump's an alien. You know?
Well, I don't think it's a distraction. I think this is always planned to happen. I mean, we knew it from Project Bluebeam all the way up to now, but this is just speculation. I'm not saying 100% that that's how it is, but again, because I already met them, I already kind of know what's going on.
I want to know what's up with this, where they're going to talk to all these pastors and preachers before they tell us anything. That's what I'm on to right now.
Know why?
What is that about? Like, what is that about? What is that about?
Stage an Armageddon. In order to stage an Armageddon, I mean, look at it. Like from the beginning, Donald Trump came out and says, "I've been anointed by God to do God's work," and then he put that through the military orders chain, right? So all of the soldiers on the front lines were receiving orders, and within those orders, they were being told that God had chosen their president to do God's work. So he's weaponized Christianity, the entire Christianity, against this war in Iran, right? And then you look at Netanyahu, look at this Armageddon situation. If you're going to convince people, and by doing this, they've created chaos on the streets of the world with all this migration and displacement of indigenous populations and stuff, they're going to create chaos globally. They're going to make life so desperate for people that when they offer the solution, which is going to be this new world order, people will snap their hands off for it. But in order to do that, you need to make the situation desperate. And the people that rely on the biggest religion in the world, Christianity, they're going to look to their pastors and their leaders. So he's getting ahead of the game now by bringing them all in and probably telling them a load of shit to get them on board with whatever this Armageddon scenario is they're going to throw at everybody. And it's all bullshit.
You know what I think our job is here, guys? Rather than scare people about Armageddon, it's to just go through these files, talk about what we've found, and establish a baseline of fact. At this point, we've got
Chips. Armageddon means a knowledge of which has been untold. That's all essentially Armageddon means. If in the word, it doesn't mean like necessarily destruction and death. It could just be.
I just don't think we want to scare people. You know? Yeah, I think
You
it's
guys
not our
were-
job to fill people with
You
fear.
guys remember when the Pope was doing that thing and they were going to televise it, and then they opened the doors and you couldn't get a needle up the Pope's butt with a jackhammer?
Yeah.
And then them dudes behind the door had no ears? Okay? There's shit going on, man. These guys had no ears and suits.
That was Lucifer's tomb. Or Lucifer's temple. That was what that was at the Vatican. But I saw two versions of the video, to be fair. One clearly had been manipulated and people didn't have ears, and then the other video genuinely looked like just pallbearers at a funeral. So, I mean, it's just take away from it what you will. The fact that the, Christianity in the Catholic sense opened up Lucifer's temple, it kind of shows you that, like, the Catholic Church itself is prepared to look at something that it hasn't looked at directly or allowed the public to look at directly ever. So there is a context. There is definitely a context change, which to me seems a bit bleak and a little bit troubling, because I don't know why we need to go look at that side of things anyway. But I think the bottom line is this phenomena is really just the beginning of something. And if we get more truths about Egypt, if we learn about greater issues, like I would love to hear South Korea pipe up, tell us where that massive UFO is in that aircraft hangar, or which they built a massive hangar over it so it could be concealed. If we get to that eventually, I mean, maybe there is some kind of hope for humanity. And maybe along the way we'll sort all the other bullshit out with who needs to go to prison goes to prison. But,
I don't, you tied this into the Vatican and Catholicism. It's like the Roman Catholic came from the Roman Empire, which was a displaced empire in itself who practiced horrific things. Catholicism was their version of Christianity, which allowed them to still carry on doing their evil practices, which involved molestation, child trafficking, etc., etc. If you fast forward 2,000 years, the Catholic Church, the Vatican, what did they do in like the 1300s? They abolished the Knights Templar, who were the keepers of order, essentially, keepers of knowledge and passers down of generations of information, and also keeping pilgrims safe, etc. Since then, the Knights Templar have been carrying on the traditions, carrying on keeping knowledge and making sure it's safe, etc. But what's the Vatican done since? Look at the horrors that they've produced, and look at all the rumors, etc., etc. It ties all the way back to the very beginning, why Jesus was killed. All of this stuff's connected, and their Vatican archives with Chris Bledsoe and the UFO situation. Why are they so interested in him? Because whatever this divine feminine is that came to him and spoke to him about these disclosures. And by the way, everything he said has come to pass. So he must be right. And why are the CIA following him everywhere? There's importance around this. There is a religious element to this, but the church wants to get ahead of it because they're implicated in horrors, which are, again, tied in. It's all tied together, guys. It's all tied together. Knights Templar are on it. They're the ones in Egypt at the minute, digging. It all ties together.
I absolutely agree with you, UAP Lee.
I think you got a restriction.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I just restricted for 10 minutes.
They get it. They get us.
Careful.
They get us all the time. They get us all the time.
The more you speak
I
about
think it's
truth,
because
the worse
you
it
wanna-
gets.
This is
You
for
wanna
entertainment
avoid
purposes
certain
only.
trigger
TikTok.
words.
All right,
Yes,
guys, let's keep
entertainment
rolling
purposes
here.
only.
Let's see. Why is your player not working? Yeah, freaking Twitch is closing my screen thing. I don't know why, dude. All right, let's get back into the reading here. Let's get back into the reading. All right, so in addition to, I would be pleased to learn what your opinion is about the unidentified flying objects. If you decline, I would appreciate that it was due to your position. Now, we're on the 35th page of a 184-page document. Give you guys some context. When they got let's see, your letter of January 20th has been received. In response to your inquiry, the FBI has not conducted an investigation, as you mentioned What is that word? I don't know what that. As this would not come within our investigation jurisdiction, the presence of an agent was simply to determine whether or not any violations may have occurred in which the FBI would have an interest for no other reason. While I would like to be of assistance to you, the files of the FBI must be maintained as confidential in accordance with the regulations of the Department of Justice and available for official use only in views of this, and I am sure you will understand why I cannot be of any further assistance in instance. Man, this thing is ruined, bro. All these copies.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah,
J.
it's faded, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's wild, man. Like J. You would think they would put some fresh ink on this. It's freaking wild. Mr. J.A. Hennessy noted, both file reflections that unidentified flying objects was sighted near Socorro, New Mexico on April 24th, 1964. Captain Holder, United States Air Force, along with SAD Arthur Bernice Jr., interviewed on Lonnie Zamora of the Socorro Police Department, who had observed the phenomenon as Burns type, such as statements from Zamora, which was later concluded in a memo of
dissemination
of what's that called? Abecoara. Shit. Office did not conduct any investigation other than to keep the Bureau of Advise and maintain licenses with the Air Force with their approximate situations with corresponding and referring to both files containing no information identifiable with correspondence. Mr. Joe Thorne, Chief of Police, Princeton, West Virginia 247-740. My dear Chief, your letter was received on December 19th. Although I appreciate the motives and prompted you to write me, unidentified flying objects do not come within the scope of the Bureau of Authorities. I am, however, referring a copy to your letter to the Director of Special Investigations. Why are they doing investigation? Why are they sending a letter to the Special Investigations if they don't do investigations? Interesting, right? The Inspector of General Department of the Air Force, Washington, D.C., whose agency has conducted related studies. Okay. So
and that's from Edgar Hoover.
Exactly.
So that's from the president.
Yeah, the stamp.
And he was the last one that probably believed that there was some transparency possible. After that, it was just a shit show, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly. Like the premise of the people documenting this were under the premise that we were going to disclose. This was like 1965, 1966. This document right here is 1966. Mr. J. Edgar Hoover, Chief of Federal Bureau of Investigations, flying saucers written on there. Dear Sir, I have been police chief of Princeton, West Virginia for a number of years and have been a member of that department for 22 years. Sir, I mention the above so that you will not think I am an idiot in writing. You seemingly do not know or uttering this regarding the following subjects. I have hoped that you might have make a statement before now on this subject, and I have waited many years to see your opinion in print, but nothing of the sort has happened. I am speaking of the UFO, unidentified flying object, before long, and it is a matter of time you are going to be scooped, so to speak, on this subject, sir. I have to know they exist. I don't know, I can't make that out. Have a personally and sent two of them of one of those sightings under low cloud cover and daylight. I am not sure as to the cloud height. The other at the perhaps of 2,000 feet altitude, or approximately 1 mile off. You may not be interested, but I think this may be a vital to the security of the United States, and if it is vital, I am sure that you are now familiar with the working on this problem. If I am correct, those things do land. I am greatly concerned as to what kind of deception they might receive. The inhabitants of this country, I am convinced after a great deal of thought, that someone of your standing in this country should let the people know what this is happening in regarding to those things. P.S. If this is out of your line of duty, I am sorry to you, brother. That's pretty interesting. The police officer.
So that's
writing
the
this
letter, and then that was the response above that you read, I think, from Edgar Hoover back to him saying, "Yeah, I'll refer this to the FBI, to the investigations committee."
Yeah,
so at least he got a response from the president.
Pretty wild. December 27th, 1966, Miss Judith Goodman, 12 William Street, Brantford, Pennsylvania, 16501. Dear Miss Goodman, I have received your letter. December 20th. Although I would like to be of assistance of the matter pertaining to unidentified flying objects or not within the jurisdictions of the FBI, that's super annoying, in has much, they got that all, as your communication in interest to another document agency, I am referring a copy of it to the Director of Special Investigations, the Inspector General, Department of Air Force, Washington, D.C., another one that they're forwarding. Sincerely, your J. Edward Hoover. If you guys are on the live stream, it's a stamp that they're using for his name. It's not his signature.
So it's from his office. Yeah, so he probably didn't pen it or even have much to do with it. It probably just got flipped through by one of his desk jockeys.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it. Sorry about that, guys.
It was me. I'm just kidding.
It's just saying I'm here, still walking around. All right, so I just corrected that. Okay. Yeah, no, chips, UFO chips. I think you're right. It's going through his department. They're rubber stamping it, saying that they're aware of it. The response accordingly, and yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. What you just said.
Knight, do you still have that violation, Knight?
I'm like 8 minutes.
Your numbers just dropped 40, so you might be dropping people out. So you know.
Yeah. What's going on? What is going on in the comments? Something about Celestial. Is Celestial in the live?
Have a look. You got no guests requesting. Well, apart from weird, crazy
people are having problems in the live. I'm watching the comments. Night, they're having internet problems, different shit. You know, normal routine. Sorry, guys.
Look, abducted by Celestials
it was
is here.
glitching. I'm even in the boxes, and it glitched for a second because I saw your. I could hear you, but your mouth froze for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, the men in black are in here, okay? Calm down, ma'am.
If abducted by Celestials wants a box, I can drop. It's quite late. It's 3 a.m. here. I should probably go to sleep. But I can just mod from the comments, and you could give him a box. If I could give him a box up for him if he's keen.
I can drop as well if needed.
Let's see here.
Two, I can drop two. Just let me know.
No problem, guys. I'm trying to see why I can't do moderators.
Me too. Me too.
Let me see here.
Yeah, I can see Knight. I'm sorry, brother. You're doing good, though, man. Much love.
I have no idea.
Let's see here. Add as moderator. Nana Lovegood, I'm modding you as a moderator.
Yeah, don't mod me. Don't mod me. Accidentally kick people on accident.
Well, thank you for telling me.
I might
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'll catch you later, guys. This is fantastic. I'm quite excited. I wouldn't go to sleep. I'd stay up all night, but I've got kids, so I'd better try and get some shut-eye. Much love. I'll see you guys soon.
Have a good one, Chips.
See ya.
Take care, Chips. Thank you for your
Yeah, Chips.
Is Chips from News Nation? Is he that guy? Probably not.
No, he's in New Zealand.
I used to say that all the time. I always said he sounded like Ross Coulthard.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Hey, Celestial, what is going on, brother? Hold on, let me do your.
What's up, guys?
How you doing? Exciting day, Celestial.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's
Are you here? Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
No, I mean, it sounded like you implied that you are not, from, Earth.
No, I'm from planet Earth. Yeah.
So this
He's just been abducted. Okay.
This intro's not gonna help.
Yeah, okay.
This intro's not gonna help.
What?
That's a
I
pretty
know
cool
he's
intro.
got all of us. I think he's got all of us. It's pretty cool how he does that.
I see. I understand.
Have you got me?
Oh no, not yet, brother. The people
Oh,
that
there we go.
visit.
So what's up? Any Dracos on the files or what?
Oh my god, I wish. Dude.
No way, dude.
Yeah,
Not,
that meant
not
to
yet.
ask. Can you search keywords like you could in the Epstein files?
Supposed to be? Are they supposed to be coming out with some today night? Is this today? The day? Friday?
Yeah, this is it right here. This is
Yeah,
what
I'm gonna be on tonight. That's why I've been waiting, and I was trying to see if it was gonna be today or not. So thank you. Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna give us.
Did you
Uncle
guys saw
Jay.
the NASA files yet?
No, what's up, abductor?
Are you on about the Gemini ones?
You haven't seen the NASA files yet?
The Gemini files, the ones in the
Gemini
dock,
files?
in the dump.
Go to are you still on the website, Knight?
I'm on word.gov with the
Yeah.
recent
Go
drop.
to 14.
14.
I'm not sure it would make sense for Dracos to really make themselves known in the files in any way, unless they really are spinning the narrative, if that's going to go in that way, because otherwise they'd be exposing themselves,
no
so
way.
I don't know if
Go
we're going to see
to
that.
go to page 14.
Where would be 14?
You gotta go all
This
the way
one?
to the bottom and scroll down. No, go back to the.
Is there no keyword search in this one?
Go up to the top to
Go
search
to the-
bar.
Yeah, go to the main. Go to the main. Go to the main page.
No, there is nothing. I just looked.
That's shit. That you need a keyword search. I bet they've
All
done
right,
that.
hold
on
on.
purpose.
Let me turn my camera on so that way you can show you. Let me flip it. All right, go to the main page right here, Department of War, where the files are. Scroll down all the way down and go to 14.
Yeah, your screen's not on.
There you go.
You got it?
Page 14.
Where do you
Page
see that?
14. All right.
14, all the way down.
I'm going.
Yeah, I'm just like trying to figure out where you are on the website.
I'm on the main page, like right here where the files are.
Yeah, he's on at night.
Okay, 14. Which one?
14 and right there, the first one that says NASA, click on that.
Mine doesn't say NASA.
Yeah, it says NASA.
Okay,
It says
I'm gonna
NASA
go-
UAP Apollo 12 transcript 1969. right there.
I know we did a whole bunch of images earlier. You talking about these right here?
Did you see the NASA images?
Yeah, we went through all these images already. I don't know if this is the same one you're talking about. You talking about this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went through it
Oh,
already.
okay.
And then we did the open new. Yeah, a lot of people probably don't. They're different.
That's
colors.
pretty interesting, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it is, bro. Thank you. You can see something in there.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Colors.
I barely see it, but I see it.
Night.
Yeah.
They're asking if you would be willing to put Celestial up for the big screen for a second to show.
That'll be $4.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing I'm showing right here. So
I know. I was just. It was repeating, so I was like, gotta say it so they'd be okay.
was probably because the struggle.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that yet. Abducted. Thank you, man. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, I mean, I already went through all the files like an hour ago, and I find more interesting the NASA files, to be quite honest, just because, you know, the whole NASA conspiracy, they're always hiding stuff and things like that. But now we have something that, you know, it's like, okay, so what is that, right? What did they saw? And you can read the transcript. These astronauts were talking about it. You know, like, hey, dude, there's something in there that is literally watching us. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like they're peekabooing on them from a distance, bro. Thank you for doing what you're doing, bro. That's what makes all this stuff happen, man.
Yeah, the images are amazing.
Now the UAP videos, it's okay, I guess. It's just a bunch of dots moving around. I mean, I haven't seen any flying saucers or anything like that, but I guess it's data, right? We got something. It's there for us to have, I guess. I don't know, but
yeah, it's pretty wild. 100%.
All right, somebody said Fox News right now. Who was that? I can't read it. Mr.
This one right here, Celestial.
Mr. Newton.
What is this?
Or going.
Hey, Celestial. This image
What?
right here. What is? They show this. This is a
No, that's weather.
They're saying something here. Unresolved UAP report Africa 2025. A U.S. military operation reports UAP while operating within African airspace. I don't see it. Did you see it?
is that the one on the corner, on the right corner?
I can't hear you good night, so you know I can't hear you good. I don't know if you're close enough to speak. It's like you're whispering on my end. I don't know if they're on my mic.
Hello.
Hey, that dark side of the moon footage you had with the lights in there, you're telling me that's real?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That means there's something up there living playing bingo.
I'm telling you, man, I've been preaching about this for a long time already. I think there is something over there. And you know what's funny? When Artemis 2 went to the, you know, these astronauts went to the moon and they went around the moon, they cut off the live stream, right? The live feed, and then they turn it back on later on, which is crazy. Like what are they trying to hide behind the moon? So
They always hide, bro. Look at the name. Research the name NASA, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just, they're just going to lie and lie and lie.
Yeah, I mean, so what I'm saying here is that, you know, there's got to be something on the other side, right? And maybe that's where these UAPs are coming from. I'm not saying that all of them are coming from over there, but, you know, there's something over there, maybe like a base or several bases, underground bases or something like that. It's easier for them to hide over there than here on planet Earth. You know what I mean? And on top of that, they got the technology to travel, so they ain't got no problems between, you know, planet Earth and going back and forth in the moon. So
Abducted, did you ever hear back in the day, the old days, where they hit the moon with something and it rang like a bell for a couple hours?
Oh, yeah.
What is happening with the dogs?
Damn. They're getting attacked by aliens?
Just had Bigfoot run through my backyard.
That is awesome.
Anyways,
man.
did you hear me? Did you hear me on that one?
No.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know about that.
Your dog was
So
just...
if it rang like a bell for a while, what does that mean? It's hollow?
That's pretty much that's what they're saying, that the moon is probably hollow, but
And then I watched Star Wars the other day, and I'm thinking it might be the Death Star from what I was looking in the movie. Everything's a documentary, they say.
yeah, I mean, I just don't know. I don't have a lot of, like information about that, but I mean, who knows, right? But definitely there's something going on over there on the other side, of course, because everybody got telescopes now, right? I mean, you can have a pretty good telescope and you can watch, the moon all the time, but for them to go and like to the other side, it's much easier for them to hide a lot of stuff over there. So.
And see, it didn't just ring once. I think it rang twice because there was a second time they did something, and just to make
You're
sure.
right. You're right, Nina. You're absolutely right.
Yep.
Hi, guys. Exciting day for all of us. I'm Adrian, by the way, for those who don't know me. I wanted to jump in on the moon bell thing. They actually, correct me if I'm wrong, they went up, grabbed some moon dust and tested it, and that everything that the moon is made out of actually came from Earth. And they think that at some point Earth got hit by like a giant asteroid or meteor or whatever, and then it kicked up so much of our own dust and it got trapped in our gravitational pull, and it started like forming its own orb. So it could be that it didn't create a dense ball, but it is a hollow ball. And when they like hit it with things, and they described it as ringing like a bell, it didn't really ring. It just vibrated because it's a hollow orbiting satellite of ours.
It could be it. Yeah. I mean, I heard other people like scientists talking about this, saying that like another planet crashed on planet Earth, like when planet Earth was like literally starting to be a planet, and like it crashed to planet Earth and it got destroyed, and then some rings went around the planet, like planet Earth, like Saturn, but then like all of those like rocks and all of those materials just kind of dissolved, and that's how the moon was literally created, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah, because we tested it's the same stuff as us, right? Like the exact same composition.
Yeah. Right.
And it's mostly all powdered dust, if you notice. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like a dust, like they kick it up. It's so fine. You know what I mean?
It might have been also when we got hit by whatever comet probably brought us all of our water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of cool things have happened.
Our DNA.
I've been hearing people say that the moon was placed there, right? I've been on the Earth for a little bit, and they said the moon was like placed there. And, the moon, that's what controls your high tides, low tides, If you're into fishing, you'll know that. But you have high tide and low tide. So the moon does a lot of different things. So I don't believe it was pulled up and placed, if you know what I mean, because I don't know, it's just weird.
Well, and a lot of people bring up, and I just saw it in the chat, that a lot of ancestors, like, what people are saying is they talked about when there was a time without a moon, but it's really that there was a period of time in our history where we didn't write about the moon, which is crazy because it's this giant thing in the sky that you see every day. And like you would think that our ancestors would find it mysterious.
Yeah, and they didn't have no, what do you say? They said it wasn't there, right, Nina?
Well, they didn't say it wasn't there because they wouldn't know it wasn't there if it wasn't there, right? So they just weren't talking about it at some point in our history.
The Mayans did at one point talk, I think it was the Mayans, or it could have been the Aztecs. I sometimes get the two mixed up. So if someone knows, please correct me. They did speak about two moons, and the way they spoke about the second moon actually is very similar to what Jupiter looked like, and there is suggestions that astronomically Jupiter was closer to us when the Mayans or Aztecs were around.
That would be crazy cool because it is huge. So if it was closer to us, it could have looked very similar in size, even though it was so far away.
Yeah. I mean, it could also have been Nibiru, so.
Totally, where the Anunnaki came from, which we're all hoping we'll get some of that really deep alien history in some of these document drops. But I don't think they're going to go there personally. I feel like it's going to be, it's going to be like orb videos, just stuff we've seen, just officially releasing it. Hopefully, we'll get more as time goes on.
Yeah,
the good stuff.
Knight, lift your head up straight for me real quick. No, not like that. I'm trying to give you a hat because that's my last gift. Let me see. Get on that head. Get on that head. Won't do it.
I won't do it.
All right, whatever.
We'll probably do, let me see this. Let me see how this works. What?
There's some pretty interesting stuff here, man. I mean, I knew that we're not going to release like a high definition UAP from the Lockheed Martin or something like that. I mean, that's obvious. They're not gonna release anything like that. But I mean, there's some old documents, some videos with the little tiny dot just flying around. I mean, I guess it's more data. That's how I see it. It's not disclosure. I don't think they're going to bring disclosure to the table, right? I don't even think the president or politicians have the power to do that, to be quite honest, because it goes deeper than that. And, we're not going to talk about it here on TikTok because...
Yeah, they did say that I guess the administration wanted to tell us, but then Pentagon said no. So they gave the no-go on letting people know. But now I think things are changing.
Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna give us some things for us to shut up for a little while, just to kind of look to the just to kind of look around and not see what's going on the planet right now with the war and everything else, right? But that's how it is, man. It's like the UFO wild card, right? It's like, oh my gosh, let's bring these old files to the people so that way they can be entertained for a little bit. And it's like, dude, I have so many like documents from the 1950s, the 60s and 70s, 80s. Like I have all kinds of stuff in here that I already know. Like I don't need any more documents. I need something. I need to know who is manufacturing these UAPs. I need to know if these entities are coming from the other side of the moon. Are they here? Are they underground? Do they live in the oceans? Like, we need information like that. You know what I mean?
Well, I do. Abducted, they do live under the oceans, I believe, and under the ice and under the ground, depending on which ones they are, right? And then you remember the, what is it, Roswell, the first thing they had with the balloon, and then it was a balloon. They covered it up. And then we had citizens around the world talking about they were seeing things and they've been abducted and everything. It's just it's there. It's just they're not telling us. And I do believe that we have their technology. That's what it was all about. Who had the bigger gun? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they suppressed it from everybody because that was tech. Do you think you can build this thing you're holding in your hand, this phone? You think you can put this together, this phone? No, this is all alien tech, bro. This is all alien tech. Night vision cameras, bro. That's all. That's an alien's eyeball. It's all listed.
One thing I was I was thinking about something pretty interesting the other day. What if we found, and when I say we, I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about these other people. What if they found something that is ancient and they had it for a long time, like back in the 1800s or something like that, 1700s, and we just now kind of like understand the technology and the functions and everything, and we just like maybe started manufacturing UAPs or something like that. I'm not saying that aliens and UFOs are not real. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that, I mean, look at us. 1800s, we went from the 1800s riding horses, moving firewood everywhere, trains, and then 130 years later, we got freaking rockets going to the freaking moon. You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's crazy. 130 years later, we got all of this: internet, rockets, all kinds, airplanes, helicopter, all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? So I believe that maybe something happened there. So we found something, and maybe we got it from what's his name, Nikola Tesla, right?
Yeah.
Because Nikola Tesla, they took everything from him. You know what I mean? Everything he invented, they took it, like free energy, for example, right?
And Trump's uncle was the one that was the first person to go into Tesla's apartment and go through all of his things. Like, you guys can look that up. That is actual fact.
Yeah, they got he got like 7 cases out of all them cases. He got like 7 of them.
Well, not just that, but how he passed was very suspicious. He was there to patent something that no one knows about because it was in his hotel room where he passed mysteriously while he was extremely healthy for his age of an unknown heart attack, just randomly.
Yep.
And then right when they found out he passed, the FBI and another group that we cannot name, the C group thou shalt not be named, there we go, swooped in and took every little bit of his work in that hotel room.
Yeah. Yeah, so see, I mean, it's not that aliens and like flying or like these UFOs are not real. It's not that. It's just that, we are the ones probably knocking down these ETs, and that's how everything started. Like, we kept growing, we knocked down these ETs back in 1947, Roswell, New Mexico, and we just kept doing it because we had Nikola Tesla technology or something like that. We figured out how it works and everything. And that's how they grew, they kept it a secret. I'm pretty sure the very wealthy, rich, powerful people got into that, right? Because they control the oil industry, obviously, right? So, so I don't know. I don't think we ever going to know what the real deal was with all of that. But, like I said, I don't really pay attention to all of that. Like, I really like to listen to people's experiences with like entities and things like that, because I feel like that's more real. Like, I feel that's more transparent, and I just don't trust the government at all. So,
Man, I've had some people tell some stories abducted. You'd freak out.
It's pretty wild how they got mistypes on these.
What you reading there, Knight?
All right, so these also came out on the drop, right? Alongside the images that was.
Your microphone sounds very low.
I told them earlier. I don't know what it is. I think they're. Yeah, it's real low, Knight. I think the Men in Black are in here.
Let me try something. Hello, hello, hello. Is that better?
That's a little bit better.
All right. So alongside, they dropped a whole bunch of video, images. They also dropped documentation of basically accounts, and we've been reading it for the past hour and a half on this document. I'm on page 44 out of a document of 184, and it's just recounts of the FBI recordings and the FBI letters and responses and the forwarding to the Air Force, basically eyewitnesses, officers that responded to UFO encounters, landings of way back. I think it was page 34 where they had these creatures that come out of the craft that are like 3 to 4 foot tall. Like, it goes in document. I downloaded it. It's about at the beginning, right? So it's still on there to be downloaded, but it's 184 pages, man. We Ari just touched amongst the images that we were looking at. There's also the document. The document is 65HS183422891. Yeah, it's basically a recount of all the documentation that they've been doing on this UFO stuff that supposedly they haven't been tracking or haven't been categorizing and all this other stuff. And around the 1960s, man, they were on the precipice of saying that this is going to be disclosed. This is going to be disclosed, and we know now that that never came to fruition, right? So it's pretty wild, man. We've been reading pretty much a lot of documentations all this morning about it. Like December 23rd, 1966, Judith Goodman, 12, Williams, St. Pete, Brantford, PA, 16701. Dear Mr. Hoover, I am doing my scientific fair project on UFOs. Could you please send me any or all information you have on this subject? I would also appreciate any information you may have as to how many planes we have lost chasing UFOs, and why has this information been kept a secret? Why is it important that the national defense also, would you happen to know if any other, besides ourselves, have been spotting UFOs? And they have, like, basically Hoover's department has been stamping this or responding to this. The blank images right here are literally just the transcript, but a copy of the back of it. So you got the front copy and then you have the back copy. You can notice, like, with the cutouts in the holes in the paperwork, how they got that basically copying the back.
Hey, you want me to blow your mind right now?
What's up?
You guys want to see something pretty cool? Look, I'll show you. I'll show you some real stuff, man. Look at this. So this is an article, file, whatever you want to call it. Socorro officer saw two men step out of a big UFO. This is from the 1960s. If you guys know the story about the Socorro, New Mexico incident, it is crazy. Crazy. And look, Pentagon interested. Now, why would the Pentagon be interested if they are not the ones, or if they're the ones who are flying these man-made UFOs? Because it is literally not the Pentagon. It is a second government, which is the deep state, right? And we're not going to get into that because we're on TikTok. We're going to keep it clean. But I just want you guys to know that there is a lot of reports from people, from officers, from military officials from the 1960s talking about this, about not aliens, but man, like human beings stepping out of big UFOs, like UAPs, flying saucers, and things like that. It is crazy. And I have a lot of these details in here.
Abducted, are you trying to say, do you think that these are all just man-made machines and we just got to this technology, or these are hybrids?
Not all of them are. Like, I'll probably say that maybe 75% of everything that is out there, it's man-made, right? Like the TikTok UAP, these triangular ones, and why not, right? But the other 20%, the other 25%, there is a real phenomenon out there.
Absolutely. I agree. But I mean, these people who are saying that they're seeing humans coming out of giant UFOs, do you think that they're hybrids? Do you think that they're Nordics? Do you think that they're just us from those reports?
I believe that maybe it is some type of I just don't want to talk about it I don't want to mess up Knight's life, because I know TikTok is pretty
it's pretty wild.
Yeah, so
look at the Michael. I'd say look at the Michael Herrera UFO case if you want the answer to that question.
Boom.
Right.
Boom. Yeah. and he's just been on News Nation talking about that with Stephen Greer, isn't he? I mean, you know, I think there could be just black projects, but there could be a collaborative capacity. We've really no idea. I mean, I've read and seen visual accounts of people talking about when they've been abducted, they've seen not just aliens, but they've seen what appeared to be humans in military uniform. So, I mean, you know, the secret space program could have a completely separate agenda. But, you know, the fact that, like, America announced its Space Force as such, maybe the secret space program won't be so secret for long. And
have you seen the increase in spending, the defence increase in spending going into Space Force the last few years?
It's astronomical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
there's
you know.
they have copied a lot of documentation and articles, and this is actually from the government drop feed, and like the documents, man, it's pretty wild, and even images of what it was in, basically news articles and newspapers that they were keeping track of all this stuff. It was just wild, dude.
So-
Absolutely wild.
So just to kind of put it out there, like, you know, for all the people watching, there is a real phenomenon. It's not a fairy tale story. Like, these entities are real. Like, it's been happening since ancient times. You know, you can go back to ancient civilizations, and they, you know, the Anunnakis and the whole, you know, ancient, tablets, scriptures, carvings, and things like that. So people have seen these things for a very long time. This is nothing new. But we, as a human race, right, like from the 1800s, probably, we've figured something out. We found something, and we took that, and we just kind of, you know, spin the whole story around. And I don't know, maybe we are the ones manufacturing these UAPs, the Lockheed, EG&G, Raytheon, all of these private contractors. You know, these are private contractors. They don't have to listen to the government. You know what I mean?
Knight, can you put me in the big box? I'll show them real footage from one of our followers. And this is by Saturn.
Yeah, sure.
This happened a while ago. Now, I get in trouble for this video, so be very careful, okay? But this happened by Saturn, and it was on a night live. I forget what time. Now, this is real footage of by Saturn. If you look close, you're going to see that, but then you're going to see a green thing go through it. See it? And this was filmed off a sniper scope, spotter scope.
Hey, mute the audio. The music is what I get it flagged on all the time. Thank you.
All right. Well, it's a past song. You can promote it, but that's a video right there. Okay, and that came from Jimmy Fire. He's one of our good followers. He's doing other content now, but this is what we got from it on a live we had.
Hey, Robbie.
I just wanted to show you guys that, but we do get in trouble for this one. You see the views? The app won't let it go out, but this is all real footage. And then if you want to see something else, Night Knows Mad.
What's up, Luke?
Trying to find it. All right, so here's Mad. This one's got only 100. But this one right here, they think it's a wheel within the wheel. That's spinning in his backyard. And he has a lot of footage too. Yeah, it's live.
Who's giving you this again? What's the lad's name?
It's all classified information, sir.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said there was a content producer that had gone somewhere else.
Yeah. We have a few followers that have footage of where these are following them around. But like I said, Knight and a lot of other of us, we were getting knocked down because of trying to get this information out.
Uncle Jay, make sure.
Now, Knight's doing well, so he's a brother, right? So we always support him. But like a lot of other people like us, we're in trouble all the time. So y'all know. But that's real footage, guys, and we keep getting more and more.
Hey, Uncle Jay, someone's asking about the guy's last name.
Oh, who? Matt?
Something. Fire something. You said the guy's name was.
Oh,
something
yeah.
Fire.
Hey, hang on a minute. What's Lady Whistleblower just said there? The president just released UFO footage just now.
Yeah, he was supposed to. Today's the day, guys. Are going to give us whatever. What are they saying, UAP? Probably something very simple, nothing good.
They released something new?
Yeah, they're supposed to today. Today's the day.
Some
Friday.
social.
Release something. They're
Saying-
supposed to release something.
Yeah, Truth Social.
You say that. Put it in the comments, lady. What have you seen? What have you seen?
I'm not on Truth Social. Maybe I need to be.
I am.
Oh shit! There's been another fucking giant volcanic eruption today, by the way, as well, in Indonesia.
Oh God, you're kidding.
A week after the Mayon volcanic eruption in the Philippines.
All right, check it out.
Yeah.
As promised to you, the Department of War has released the first tranche of UFO files public for their review and study and efforts of the complete maximum transparency. It was my honor to direct my administration to identify provided government files related to aliens and extraterrestrial life, identify aerial phenomenon, and identify flying objects, whereas previous administrations have failed to be transparent on this subject. With those new documents and videos, the people can decide for themselves what the hell is going on. Have fun and enjoy President Donald Trump. Now,
So ambiguous. That
exactly. We're already on the link, and it goes directly to the images. They're not videos. So maybe it's in a different part of the website as far as the videos.
Are you watching the news like the Daily Mail, the New York Post, Fox 5? Pretty much everybody. It's talking about the NASA images I told you guys about.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is trending right now like crazy.
But can we just talk about how when the other files that I won't name out loud, when they dropped, the news didn't cover every single little document and all the things in those, but now this one they are. Like, this is...
Yeah.
I'm glad for us in the community that we're getting more information, but this is really to give the media other things to talk about other than the things that are happening that are making our government look bad.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, like, it's so obvious. The media didn't pick up on the other files.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, there's whole podcasts on the Epstein files. Whole podcast.
Yeah, but they're not the real media. Those are podcasters. Like, I don't count them as CNN, Fox. Like, Fox is talking about all this stuff right now. Like, but they didn't barely touch the other files.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Rumble that has tens of millions of people watching those views. I mean, you got a lot of
files,
people.
whatever they're talking about, man, you can just tell, like, all the actors, singers, right, you used to hear. You don't see them no more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they went quiet. They went quiet.
Everybody knows they talk shit, that's why.
Hey,
Well, no, there's another side to it, though, isn't there? Because before these files were actually released, there were many people that put super injunctions in place to stop their names ever being drawn into the public eye. So even though their name appeared in the Black Book, and some people even managed to avoid their name being released in that, it's all through the courts, vast sums of money and super injunctions.
Amazing, man. So how the hell is
they'll bury
Fauci
all of
not in
that
prison?
sort of stuff until the day they die.
Yeah.
This is why that whole furore in Congress recently with Pam Bondi and the fact that, like, she's saying, if I was to out all of this and just ignore what's been done so far, I would sink the system.
Well, look at
Like
that Amanda
Western-
Ungaro, right? The lady who was really, really, really good friends with Melania for years and years. You know, she got deported by one of Trump's mates, who is she's the mother of his children. He's now some random ambassador that gets to fly everywhere on Air Force One and do all this, that, and the other. She got him deported. He got her deported by ICE. and like she's coming out because she came over on the Lolita Express with Melania as friends.
She's making a lot of noise.
They're all
from South
interconnected.
America,
It's
hasn't
disgusting.
She's been making a lot of noise from South America, that woman.
Fuck yeah, she has. We can't make noise from America. She got deported to Brazil for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Paolo Zammoni, is it? I can't remember his name.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna go because I'm gonna do a YouTube video. I already made one for TikTok. If you guys want to check it out, it's the NASA images. I talked about it a little bit, but now I need to make a YouTube video before these other YouTubers beat me to that. I got freaking vetted. I got all of these other people probably making a video right now. So, but hey, Knight, thank you for having me here. Everybody, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys later.
All right, take care.
Make sure you, I'll check it out. Make sure you follow me, bud. I got you already.
Kick ass. Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is the thing that us creators have to deal with is live or posting a video on what's coming up.
Can I ask a question? You know, you said you can download the videos. Can you download the files as well?
All right, this is my download.
So have you got, because you know Kyle, right? Kyle Reinhardt.
Yeah, he unfortunately, just to give you an update on Kyle has managed to get himself banned for a week. So this whole thing he's missing, and he's probably sat in his little studio at home, fucking smashing the desk.
Right, the reason I say that right now is because if you've got the files, or we could get the files, we get him over to him, he can put them through Claude. He gets this crazy AI thing, and basically what we'll be able to do then is cross-reference keywords. So if you want to look for keywords like Draco, you'll be able to do it. And other words like such and such, rather than scouring them piece by piece.
I wonder if I could do that. Maybe I can just do that right now. I got Orion here.
It just makes sense to do it rather than reading through it so intricately. You can just put a keyword in and bring up whatever that is.
If you drop them to me on Discord, I'll be able to send them to Kyle.
Sorry to cut y'all off. Have they revealed anything yet, Knight? They're supposed to be doing it today.
We are covering it right now. What we're discussing and showing on the screen is what they dropped.
Is what they dropped? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my bad.
Thank you.
My bad. I had to go potty.
No, UFO. Thank you.
Man, between the dogs and the chickens, man, I don't know what you're doing over there. All right. I just gave it to Orion.
What the hell does all that stuff mean? Somebody gave me a taco. I don't understand what that means. You know, on the gifts or whatever it is, someone gave me a load of thingies. I don't have a clue what any of that stuff means.
It just means that you can now freely gift people that make you happy.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't have a clue. I just come on here and talk shit, mate. I don't bother with all that stuff.
Yeah, or you can save up for a Happy Meal. 1 to 2.
Oh, nice. Is that with or without people meat?
It's processing it all, guys.
I can't read this if you already read it. I'm sorry. I was in the bathroom.
No worries, man.
No worries. It's analyzed. He's putting it all through AI so we get it more readily available.
So we're processing it through Orion right now, and he is discussing all of it. So I should have just got this. Hold on a sec. This is going for it.
Let's say it landed on the beach, does it?
Orion, can you do me a favor and just repeat everything you just said?
Here we go.
Sure. This is section 10 of FBI HQ file 62-HQ-83894 on the Amalgamated Flying Saucer Clubs of America, AFC-AN, and UFOs from 1966. A woman named Florence C. Dow wrote to J. Edgar Hoover, worried that the UFO magazine she subscribed to was communist-backed. She sent in issue 24 of Flying Saucers International, which has a long article supposedly from an alien master Kalen Lee Return. It slams the Vietnam War, calls the US government a facade run by the military-industrial complex, and openly pushes universal communism as the solution. Hoover wrote back with his standard line, "The FBI investigates, but doesn't evaluate organizations or people's character." The Los Angeles FBI office got a similar tip from a Philadelphia IRS employee who thought the same article followed the Communist Party line. They checked, found no prior file on the group, and basically said no investigation needed. We're closing it out. The file also has a bunch of newspaper clippings about UFO sightings, other citizen letters asking about flying saucers, and FBI replies saying UFOs aren't their jurisdiction. That's the gist of the section. Want me to zoom in on any part?
Do they mention anything about Dracos or reptilians in this file dump?
No, nothing about Dracos or reptilians in this file. The only alien description in the whole dump comes from the Corindor message in the magazine. It says the beings from Corindor are humanoid, look just like humans, tan skin, varying colors, and are normally 3 to 4 feet tall, but they can temporarily make themselves taller using some tech. They explicitly say they are not green, blue, or anything exotic like that. No mention of reptilians, lizard people, Dracos, or anything in that vein. This file is very much 1966 era contactee stuff, not the later reptilian conspiracy lore.
Do they have any NASA?
That's talking specifically about that one file, though, isn't it? Not the entire dump.
No, he goes through all of it.
Yes.
Oh.
NASA gets...
Go ahead, brother.
Yes. NASA shows up a few times in this file. It's in a 1967 issue of UFO Contact, an Adamski IGAP publication mixed into the later pages. The main mentions involve Fred Steckling, a contactee UFO researcher who filmed a large formation of UFOs in Germany in September 1966. He sent letters about his film to Dr. Paul D. Lohman Jr. at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center, the Senate Space and Aeronautics Committee, the Pentagon. NASA replied politely, invited him to show the film at Goddard, and a group of about 22 NASA people watched it, along with Madeleine Rodefer's and George Adamski's films. The article says the NASA experts were impressed, but wanted more proof before calling them extraterrestrial. They reportedly ruled out reflections, fakes, and clouds. There's also a list of scientists that includes Prof. Dr. Carl Sagan, member of NASA. Nothing secret or explosive, just these researchers trying to get official NASA Pentagon review of their UFO films. That's the extent of it. Want me to pull any specific quotes or pages?
Ask if there's anybody missing, any missing scientists, any people going missing or anything like that from the research teams. You know what I mean? Stuff that's happening now with these 11 scientists. Has any of that been mentioned previously?
Is there anything in the document stated about missing scientists or scientists that go missing in this file dump?
No, there's nothing in this file about missing scientists. I searched the entire document for terms like missing scientist, scientists missing, scientist missing, disappear, vanish, disappeared, and just scientist. Scientists are mentioned a few times, mostly in lists of respected researchers supporting UFO studies, like Hermann Oberth, the father of astronautics, and others. There are also references to Soviet scientists and general talk about scientists studying UFOs, but no reports, no claims, no rumors of any scientists going missing, disappearing, or being taken. That topic doesn't appear at all in this file.
I'd be interested to see which scientists are on that list. There's times around the same time, like Tesla's disappearance and stuff, right? Between 45 and 65. The research, Trump's uncle, etc. I wonder if any of those scientists on those lists are connected to that in any way.
Yeah, Jose just asked, did any scientists quit?
Did any scientists quit in this documentary or were disclosed in this file dump?
No, there's nothing in this file about any scientists quitting. I just double-checked the whole document again. No mentions of any scientists resigning, quitting, leaving a job, or walking away from UFO research or government work. Earlier, I misremembered. My bad. The file doesn't actually name specific scientists like Oberth or Sagan. That was from other UFO files I've seen before.
All right, keep it pertaining to this document I just gave you, right? What stands out with the analysis that you have? What stands out the most about this file dump?
What stands out the most is how quickly and casually the FBI dropped the whole thing. A magazine literally pushing universal communism
Telling you,
and
man,
calling
it's
the
specific
US
to this
government
file.
a facade run by the military-industrial complex gets sent in as a suspected communist front. The FBI reads it, notes that it's headquartered in Los Angeles, checks their files, finds nothing, and immediately closes it with no further action is contemplated. No investigation, no interviews, nothing. That's pretty striking for 1966. It shows the Bureau wasn't actually that concerned about this particular group, even with language that sounds pretty radical on paper. The file basically proves the FBI looked at it, shrugged, and moved on. That's the single most interesting part of this dump.
Yeah, that's just pretty much confirmed it, mate. It's focused on this specific file, not the entire release of what's been pushed to the public today. It's because it keeps referring to the magazine and the FBI, and it's like it's not giving us anything regarding anything else. So it sounds to me like it's specifically focused on that file that you've got up.
That's the one you told me to upload.
Oh, I thought you meant the entirety of the files.
Okay, guys, I just want to say thank you tonight.
Looking back
I'm
at this
gonna
specific
skip-
file, the thing that stands out most is how openly the magazine pushes communism. In the middle of a...
All right. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I just want to say cheers, Night. I'm going to skip, and I just want to say thank you for having me up. Obviously, this is a massive day for the UFO community, and cheers to everybody who's been up on the live with me. Cheers, Lee. See you, Unk. Bye, Weird. I'll catch you all soon, and have fun, Night. I'll catch you soon too, brother. All right, take care. And everyone in the feed, thank you for the gifts. You are spectacular.
Guys are awesome.
Yeah, John.
Bye there. Bye, buddy.
Later.
Good to see you again, brother. Jen, thank you for letting us know that they'll be speaking about it at 12 p.m. Do you know Eastern Standard? What time, you know?
What's that?
See,
Hey, Knight.
Yes.
5 p.m. UK time.
Quick question. Should we ask AI, like, what are the main periods of time that these document dumps cover? Because we might be asking it questions that refer to things like missing scientists that are now, but the majority of the documents are from the 50s and 60s.
Correct. During this document that was dropped that I shared to you, Ryan, what time period does this cover? What time range?
This document covers roughly mid-1966 through early 1968. The bulk of the material is from 1966, especially the core part we looked at first, letters from August through October 1966, the July 1966 issue of the AFCA magazine, and FBI memos from that same year. It then continues with scattered UFO-related letters, clippings, and reports that go into 1967 and a bit into 1968, some letters dated as late as March 1968. So the main time range of this file section is 1966 to 1968, with the heaviest concentration in 1966.
That's interesting.
So it's really a tiny little, this is not a dump. This is like a distraction.
Yeah,
it's like 2 years of old stuff.
But
Yeah,
did
it
they
is.
say that it's the start? It's the start of
It is a
multiple
start.
dumps? Yeah.
I'll take it. You know, we all want it, but like, it's disappointing.
What, is that all
No,
it is?
they don't say
So
that. This
file
document doesn't
was-
mention anything about it being the start of multiple dumps or...
Oh, he's just talking about the reading of the document.
Yeah.
So then let's think about things that we were curious about from that like mid 60s range. Is there maybe reverse engineering mentioned?
Great question. In this document dump currently, is there any talk about reverse engineering or aspects of technology being shown or seen in this document or talked about?
No, there is no talk about reverse engineering at all. This document doesn't mention anything about the government, military, or anyone reverse engineering alien technology. The closest it gets is in the alien message from Kalen Lee Retan, where the being talks about advanced civilizations having better economic and social systems, but there's zero discussion of spacecraft technology, propulsion systems, recovered craft, or reverse engineering. The file is almost entirely focused on the magazine's political content.
What does it say about that? What about the social aspect and what specifically?
Here's what it specifically says about the social economic system. In that long message from Master Kalen Lee Retan, the alien claims that Earth's biggest problem is its economic system. It says, the US economy is completely dependent on war. If the Vietnam War ended, the economy would collapse into a massive depression. War is extremely profitable for the military-industrial complex, so they have no interest in peace. Fear of communism was deliberately created by those same powers to keep people in line. The solution is something they call universal communism, described as a non-money economic system. They say this moneyless system is already known to the leaders of the flying saucer movement, and that Earth must adopt it before it can solve its major problems and join the advanced civilizations. That's the core social economic argument in the document.
That's probably why. That's probably why the FBI ruled all this stuff off so quick.
Well, look at this night, right? You've got the Department of War that's just changed its name back to the Department of War. You've got the financial banking system, which is in London, and then you've got the Vatican as the three areas, right, that control the world. But what's coming out of the government? J.D. Vance is the vice president. Who is he a former employee of? Peter Thiel, Palantir. Who funded J.D. Vance's political campaign? Palantir. This AI oligarch that's pushing surveillance on the entire world, which is just referred to that exact magazine there, of this digital currency-less fucking society that they're trying to build. Why are all the AI oligarchs and why are all the new age money guys, the tech guys, cozying up to this organization, this government? Because they're pushing in this new digital currency, this new digital world, digital surveillance, where everything is gearing towards this reduction of people and a control mechanism, people replaced by AI jobs. It's fucking all tied in together, man. It all ties together. It's sickening.
It's worse. You are right, UAP. I feel it, bro. It's like written down, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's all tied together, mate. It's in the other, we won't mention the other files again, but it's in those files. It all adds together. Makes one big, beautiful picture of evil.
UAP, didn't J.D. Vance or something talk about an interview? I thought he said something about, they're all demons, right? Yeah. I thought he had some backlash on that one.
He needed to say that.
Yeah,
he needed to say that. For the religious war to work, for that narrative to work, he needs to say that. Yeah, this is why his former boss, Mr. Thiel, was in there doing his Antichrist fucking presentations. They're setting up this religious war for this new age fucking digital world that they're going to push for next. You know, this threat from space. It's all coming into place. Everybody can see what's going on. You just need to look close enough and tie it all together.
And we all are there. I mean, that's how I feel. They're there. We just haven't seen them. You know what I mean? I haven't. But, we got a lot of followers that see things in the sky. So I don't know what's going to happen, guys. That's why I don't say I know something, because I don't. You know what I mean? Until it happens. And I'm pretty sure Knight feels the same way, and most of you guys.
No, 100%. Hey guys, I'm on live at 9 p.m. on the daily. Basically, roughly about 2 hours a day, all the way up to 11:30 roughly. And we've just been doing like last 24-hour UFO updates with multiple pods and go through Reddit forums and stuff like that. We got a Discord that we do all the hyperlinks to, and we got Reddit blog UFO exofiles /UR disclosure, and that's where everything that we covered during that live we posted on there also. So if you guys ever need a link or what was covered during that period of time, it is on our Discord community on Reddit also, right here. So literally the hyperlinks, everything, like it's a lot of stuff we cover every day. I mean, just about, and we're talking about like months and months and months and months of covering the UFO topic, going live and covering these topics in the last 24 hours, segments, and basically fact checking things that are dropped in real time and translating stuff in real time through Brazil, through Spain, through Japan, Japanese. Also, we got a link here of Telegram with a Russian blog that also has where we actually can get that has insider scoop in a Russian Discord that we actually will translate in real time here. Literally what is being talked about over in Russia. They have a following about 284,000 followers. And we translated right here live for the read off of what they're saying over there. So we're getting really extensive with all this information, man, and we're actually growing really. And we have a Spotify account where if you missed the live, you can go on there. We're on live right now on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, and believe it or not, X. We're live on X right now, so you can go to any of those channels. If this feed gets knocked off the air, you can go to any of those other channels, and we're still live streaming at the same time. We're live streaming right here, so don't ever worry about losing a live if you weren't able to come in or miss a live or trying to see what has been covered in the last 24 hours. And that's basically it. So it is basically a really strong instrument of basically getting you guys informed and what's being broadcast in the last 24 hours of UFO and any podcaster that has dropped anything significant. So that is pretty wild stuff. Uncle Jay here covers a lot of people that are currently spotting and seeing UFOs and bringing those live feeds up in his video and in his live stream, and interviewing and talking in real time with people capturing stuff on the field. So that's two different aspects of what we talked about and how different podcasts cover different things. I hope you guys like that. I'm gonna go off here, and this was a lot. This was one hell of a live. We did cover a lot of stuff. I appreciate you guys coming. I appreciate you guys subscribing. 182 subscribers in the past 3 hours.
Congratulations!
Yeah, thank you so much. That's awesome. Thank you guys for coming by.
Nice job, man. Nice job.
Seriously, great job. And thank you for having us up, and thank you for everybody that was listening in. Like, do your last taps on the screen for him and give everybody a follow. We're all in the same community, and I really appreciate all of you.
And
good night, bro. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm still hammered down. I got 8 followers from your live, but I just wanted to say love you, bro, and keep up the awesome work. I'll be live tonight if you want to stop in.
And if you guys also, I want to just do this one thing here. If you guys didn't see the intro, I'm going to show you guys the intro. I'm excited about this. Oh, wrong button. That didn't work at all. Fuck, where the fuck is the intro?
What you know about rolling with the grays in the night? Stephen Greer dropping truth, exposing every light. Bob Lazar in the game, know what the craft can do. Anna Paulina in the house, grilling every crew. Eric Davis on the mic, talking for alien species. When the whistleblowers speak, governments fall to their knees. Sightings in the sky, better take another look. I feel like I'm floating in the cosmic truth. Ay, UFO news dropping now. Welcome to the proof.
The data, Eric Burtison. their presence.
Nice.
Kick ass, guys. So you guys take care, man. You guys have any closing statements?
No, just want to say thank you for everything, and I'm glad you're doing well, brother.
Appreciate
Well, I
it.
want to hear your catchphrase before you sign off.
I'll say thanks first. Thank you for having me up, night. Appreciate it. Thanks for the follows, guys, and thanks for the gifts as well. Great live night. Brilliant stuff.
No problem. If you guys been here so far, you are disclosure.
What you know about rolling with the grays and the fleet? When your mind goes blank, got abducted in your sleep. When these humans talk too much, reptilians take a seat. Yeah, I feel like a hybrid in the D.Ey. What you know about flying in a plasma stream? When your brain gets zapped, it's the cosmic beam. When the humanoids show up, everything gets serene. I feel like an envoy in a starship dream. She say that I'm weird, damn straight. I'm like, you ain't seen the sphere. I believe in UAPs, don't believe your Earth TV. She keep playing me close, but I'm watching from close. Y'all don't really know my intel. Let me beam you the truth like Roswell. Floating out in the craft, no fuel, we just bending math. See that light, it moves so fast. See my soul ain't stuck in past. Didn't know which form I'd wear. Gray or blue with a reptile stare. Frequency up, feel that surge. I'll ascend this realm full purge. Let's decode this line for a second. I'm awake, even if they don't believe I vibrate. No fake, everything I do is kinetic. I don't need text, telepathic, magnetic. Put this scene in the 5-side and denial everything that I say. Man, I seen through the trial, let me elevate. I'm starseed rank, can be flown on a disc. Both minds connected, say let me link. I've been going like years round, caught it sync galactic. It's the pro, back in control. Swimming through the stars with a crystal soul. Want a piece of this, a piece of mine. Look beyond the veil, leave Earth behind. They say that I'm too far gone, but you can't stop truth that's strong. Please don't waste my contact line. What you know about rolling with the grays and the fleet? When your mind goes blank, got abducted in your sleep. When these humans talk too much, reptilians take a seat. Yeah, I feel like a hybrid in the D.Ey. What you know about flying in a plasma stream? When your brain gets zapped, it's that cosmic beam. When the humanoids show up, everything gets serene. I feel like an envoy in a starship dream.